The Anchor Hocking Glass Corporation brings you Crime Photographer.
Where'd you get the black eye, Ethelbert?
At a concert.
A concert? What were you doing?
I was just telling this fella we have better music at the Blue Note Cafe.
And?
He turned out to be the conductor's brother.
Ooh, well, that'll teach you a lesson, Ethelbert. When you're with strangers, it's safer to talk about something everyone agrees on.
Like what, for instance?
Like Anchor Hocking, the most famous name in glass. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Tony Marvin. Every week at this time, the Anchor Hocking Glass Corporation of Lancaster, Ohio, and its more than 10,000 employees bring you another adventure of Casey, crime photographer, ace cameraman who covers the crime news of a great city. Written by Alonzo Dean Cole, our adventure for tonight, Bright New Star. Late afternoon, a Metropolitan Theater. Its auditorium is empty and its half-lighted stage is bare, except for several dozen folding chairs and a few rough tables that have been used for a rehearsal. In the center of the stage stands a smiling young woman surrounded by newspaper reporters and photographers. Among them, Ann Williams and Casey.
Tilt your head up just a little more, Miss Holliday. It'll give you a better neckline.
Make the smile a little wider, please.
I'll try, gentlemen.
That's it. Hold it.
There. Now sit down and cross your legs. Huh?
Yeah, we want a little cheesecake.
All right. Will this do?
Pull the skirt a little higher.
Like this?
That's swell.
Say, you photographers get out of the way and give us reporters a chance.
Danny, you can take over as far as I'm concerned. I've wasted enough good Super Pan press film on this publicity build-up.
You think she's pretty, Casey?
Sure, but I think she'd double-cross her own mother in order to get what she wants.
She'll be getting what any woman would want when this play opens tomorrow night. Her name and lights and... Well, if she's half as good as the rave notices she got on the out-of-town tryouts, she'll be the biggest smash we've had for a long time.
Yeah. Well, go on over and get your interview. I'll have a gab with Hartley Owens.
Oh, he's a nice old thing. I'm glad he's finally got what seems an assured success in this play.
Yeah, so am I. He must have been down to his last half a shoestring when he got his mitts on this comedy.
Well, I'll get over to this bright new star and hear her throbbing success story.
Yeah.
Join you later.
Okay, Annie. Hello, Mr. Owens.
Hello, Casey. It was nice of all you newspaper boys and girls to come here today and give me this break.
You made sure we'd give you this break.
You mean the insurance story?
Uh-huh. It's a corny old publicity gag, Mr. Owens, but it always works. When we got the release about you insuring your new star for $250,000 and then verified the truth of it, well, it made good copy.
Well, the $250,000 life insurance policy I took out on Sandra Holliday wasn't merely a bid for publicity, Casey.
Huh?
With that little girl over there in my play, I've got an SRO hit that'll make me several millions. Without her, I've got another turkey.
She's as good as all that, huh?
She's sensational.
Your press agent said you discovered her in a Chicago night spot, but he soft-pedaled beyond that. What's the dope on her?
Well, strictly off the record, Casey. She was entertaining in a pretty low dive when I found her. One of Murray Solano's places.
Uh-oh. I knew Solano when he was running a clip joint in this town. It was a honey.
So is Solano. I'm very much afraid
Afraid of what?
of complications.
Huh?
Solano's crazy about this girl. He wants to marry her.
Ooh. Well, if she does, the publicity will wreck both her and your show. You know, among other assorted crimes and misdemeanors, that guy's strongly suspected of a couple of murders.
Well, she won't marry him. As a matter of fact, Sandra's even more anxious to get rid of him than I am. But Solano has money, Casey. He was helpful to her before I took her out of his place. And I think that she had encouraged him a little too much.
Now it's going to be hard to give him a brush off.
Very hard. He's followed her here. He even managed to get a suite at the Quarterly Blenheim where she's stopping, and on the same floor. Sandra wishes to be completely free of him. She's temperamental and impulsive. If she doesn't handle the situation wisely, he might get nasty.
He will. Murray Solano was born nasty.
Hello, Hartley.
Oh, good afternoon, Bernice.
Our dear little Sandra seems to be having a most enjoyable session with the newspaper people.
Yes, indeed. Bernice, allow me to present Mr. Casey of the Morning Express. Casey, this is my other great star, Miss Rolfe.
Well, it's a great pleasure to meet you, Miss Rolfe. I've admired your acting a long time.
Thank you. You're a photographer, Mr. Casey?
Yes.
Then why aren't you taking pictures of Mr. Owen's sensational discovery?
Well, I've already taken some. I'd like to shoot several of you, Miss Rolfe.
That's diplomatic, Hartley, but
Bernice,
Hart-
my dear, you know.
Yes, Hartley. I know. Good day, Mr. Casey.
So long, Miss Rolfe. Oh, her nose is out of joint, huh?
Oh, she's terribly jealous of Sandra. When this play went into rehearsal, Bernice was engaged for what then seemed to be the stellar role. But when the writers and my other associates in the production saw what we had in Sandra, her part was lengthened and developed, and Bernice's was cut. If I hadn't had her signed to an ironclad contract, she'd have walked out on me.
Must be pretty hard for her to take. Bernice Rolfe's an established star, and to have an unknown come in and take all the gravy.
Well, it made her rather poisonous, to say the least.
Yeah.
Bernice has rooms at the Courtly Blenheim, too, on the same floor as Sandra and Solano and me. I'm going to have a time preserving peace there as well as at the theater.
Say, isn't that Solano coming in?
Oh, yes.
I haven't seen him in a long time. He's put on a lot of weight.
Owens?
Hello.
Well, Casey. Long time no see.
Yes, long time, Solano.
Been shooting pictures of Sandra, huh? She is something, ain't she?
A bombshell, from what I'm told.
A guy with eyes shouldn't have to be told. After my first look at her, Casey, I knew she had everything.
You've known her for some time?
Not long enough. Say, Owens, I figured it'd make Sandra feel good if I threw a party in her honor tonight. You know, give her a big send-off with flowers and champagne, wish her success. So I've made arrangements at the Silver Club.
No, Mr. Solano. I told you there'd be no parties tonight. Tomorrow night's our opening, and Sandra must have complete rest until then.
Nuts with that rest stuff. That kid likes excitement. Hey, Sandra.
Yes?
I want to talk to you a minute.
I'm terribly busy. I
Excuse me, Casey. I've got to make sure she doesn't.
Yeah, I'll go with you, Mr. Owens.
Ditch those newspaper characters for a minute and get an earful of what I've cooked up. I'm throwing a big party for you tonight, kid.
Mr. Owens doesn't want me to go out this evening.
So what? Now, here's what we're going to do, babe.
How dare you call me babe?
Huh?
Mr. Solano, you neither know me long enough nor well enough to call me babe.
Of course, this is an act, kid.
It is not an act. I want you to leave me alone.
I thought your head has been getting bigger and your hat's a little higher. ever
Mr.
since-
Owens, please have this man put out of the theater.
Sandra.
Put me out,
Isn't
huh?
it plain enough that I don't want to see you anymore?
Yeah. It is now. Come on, babe. Thanks for finally giving it to me straight, just how I stand.
Sandra, you shouldn't have done that. Not the way you did.
I told you I was fed up with him, Mr. Owens. And you wanted him out of the way.
Solano's dangerous. He
I'm
might...
not afraid of him. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry this unpleasant scene had to occur before you. Now, as I was telling you reporters, I was brought up in an exclusive section of Pittsburgh. My father worked in a bank.
Probably a gravel bank.
Casey, what do you suppose the lowdown is on that Solano person?
I'll tell you when we get out of here, Annie. Come on, let's go.
Okay.
So long, Mr. Owens.
Casey,
Yeah?
will you excuse us a moment, Miss Williams?
Certainly.
Casey, you're an old friend, so I know everything I've told you will be off the record. This opening tomorrow night, the success of my new star, means everything to me. The wrong sort of publicity at this time.
Yes, I understand. Well, don't worry. Nothing to hurt your show. We'll get into the Express, and the people here from other papers are young in the racket. They don't know Solano.
Thanks. You think he might try to harm Sandra?
It was pretty rough, the way she gave him the gate. Solano's going to be plenty burnt. Look, why don't you play safe and get her a bodyguard?
I shall. That'll be good for publicity.
You would think of that, Hank.
Second nature, my boy. But seriously, until I secure guards for the job, I'll keep very close watch over her myself.
Well, that'll be easy since you're stopping at the same hotel. Well, so long, Mr. Owens.
So long, Casey.
I'm sorry, Mr. Owens. Miss Sandra Holliday doesn't answer her telephone.
Well, I'm sure she's in her suite, operator, probably sleeping soundly. She has a breakfast appointment with me this morning, and I promised to wake her with a call, so please try again.
Very well, Mr. Owens.
Don't waste time knocking at that door, man. Open it.
If I use my pass key on Miss Holliday's door, you must take the responsibility, Mr. Owens. Ladies don't usually like it when house detectives barge in.
I'll take all responsibility. I tell you, I've been trying to rouse her by phone for almost half an hour.
Don't be worried, sir. She may have gone out.
I told her not to go out. Open that door.
Here you are, sir. But nothing ever happens to people in this hotel. Merciful Lord.
Sandra.
Her head's all bashed in. She's dead.
Dead before she could open tonight. I've lost at least $1 million.
You can think of money at a time like this?
Yes. And of paying off the man I think has robbed me of it. He's in this hotel, on this floor, if he hasn't run away. Call the police and then arrest Murray Solano.
Our story will continue in just a moment. Want to make your folks' mouths water with a surefire dessert? Then let it be homemade pie, and set it on the table in a gleaming Anchor Hocking oven glass pie plate. Its fluffy, light brown crust will give a tempting hint of the goodness within. Peaches, berries, or creamy lemon meringue. And those delicious pies will be even better when baked in a Fire King oven glass pie plate, because they bake all the way through. And after the last delicious piece is tucked away, that beautiful Fire King oven glass plate washes clean in a jiffy. Now, right now, your favorite 5 and 10 cent store and all other stores selling household glass are featuring an unusual bargain. A big 9 1/2 inch Fire King oven glass pie plate at only 25 cents. Slightly more in distant cities. Be sure to get your Fire King oven glass pie plate now while the supply lasts. You'll enjoy it for years because, like all Fire King oven glass, it's guaranteed for 2 years against oven breakage. Ask for Fire King oven glass by name. Another product of Anchor Hocking. The most famous name in glass.
You and this house detective went to Solano's rooms right after you phoned me at headquarters, Mr. Owens?
Yes, Captain. Solano wasn't there.
The guy left in such a hurry, Captain Logan. He took nothing but the clothes he was wearing.
Which means that after he killed Sandra, he lost no time in making his getaway. Casey, have you told Captain Logan what happened at the theater yesterday?
Yes, on our way here, I happened to be in Logan's office when the murder report came in.
You, house detective, what's your name?
Bannon, sir.
Have you made any check on Solano's movements, Bannon?
Yes, Captain. He was last seen coming into the hotel about 12 o'clock last night. And no one remembers seeing him leave again after that.
I'll put my men checking on that. Well, until the medical examiner gets here and gives me the lowdown, I'd guess this woman's been dead about 8 hours, since 2 o'clock this morning.
Yeah, that's my guess, too, Logan.
I'm glad to have your support, Casey.
Happy to give it to you, pal. And the murder instrument was obviously that heavy brass candlestick from which somebody has carefully removed all the fingerprints.
Well, a guy like Solano would remember to do that.
Yeah, but would Solano have used the candlestick?
Why not?
I can see him giving her the business with a gun or his fist about choking her to death.
If he'd used a gun, the shot would have been heard.
Yes, I know that, but I don't know, the picture doesn't seem just right. And how did he get in here between midnight and 2 in the morning?
Well, I think Sandra let him in herself, Casey, perhaps because I instructed her not to do so under any circumstances. Well, you saw yesterday how headstrong she was, and she had no fear of Solano.
I thought you were going to get guards for her, Mr. Owens.
I did. Men from the Phoenix Detective Agency would be close to her every minute after this morning.
After this morning?
Well, Sandra had promised me she wouldn't leave her suite until she accompanied me to breakfast, Captain. I was foolish enough to think she'd be safe there. I'm a man who makes big mistakes. I've made nothing else during the last half dozen years. Now, I've made my biggest and lost a fortune.
Your show has no chance without Miss Holliday, huh?
None whatsoever. Oh, if my stockholders insist, I'll put in another actress and give the thing a showing here, but they'll be wise if they let it drop and console themselves with the return of their investments from the insurance I took out on Sandra's life.
Oh, your stockholders share in that $250,000 policy.
Well, naturally. Protects them from all loss.
Who are your stockholders?
Why, that's a private business matter, Captain.
There can be no privacy where murder is concerned.
Yes, you're right. Well, as you're probably aware, Captain, conservative businessmen rarely wish it known that they invest in anything as speculative as a theatrical venture. So I must ask you and Casey to treat the information you've requested as confidential.
Oh, certainly.
Sure.
R.G. Whipple, the banker, is my chief backer. State Senator Pearson is the other.
Thanks. I have to ask a lot of personal questions in a case of this sort, Mr. Owens.
Well, I trust that I'm not under any suspicion, as investigation of my affairs will assure you I had every reason to keep Sandra Holliday alive.
Yes, I believe that, Mr. Owen. But Murray Solano may not have been the only person who would have liked to have seen her dead.
What? You think somebody else?
Bernice Rolfe wasn't exactly a friend of Miss Holliday.
Bernice?
Jealous women can be as murderous as jilted men.
Oh, Casey, I'm sure that Bernice...
Hey, what's this about?
Well, Mr. Owens can give you the details better than I can, Logan. And after he gets through, I think there's an actress you want to talk to. An old star who didn't like being outshone by a new one.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah?
Colonel Bernstein wants another mint julep, and we're all out of mint.
I'll get some right away, Ethelbert.
Yeah, make him the julep when you do.
Okay.
Joe just lets things go behind this bar.
Joe does.
Well, sure, Miss Williams. I'm not supposed to do everything.
Huh? Everything.
Now, go on with what you were saying, Casey. Captain Logan didn't get anything out of Bernice Rolfe, huh?
No, nothing. Nothing except denials, pal. She had every opportunity last night to make a round trip from her rooms in that hotel to Miss Holliday's suite. As a member of the show, Holliday would naturally have let her come in.
But Miss Rolfe says she didn't go near Sandra Holliday's suite last night, and nobody saw her go near it.
Nobody saw Solano go near it either, Annie.
Nobody saw anybody go near it, did they?
Apparently not. Well, I think it's a waste of time to suspect anyone but Solano. The simple fact that he sneaked out of that hotel and that he's hiding from the cops now is proof of his guilt.
Annie, that's circumstantial evidence.
You don't believe Solano did the job, huh, Casey?
Well, Ethelbert, I'm trying to keep an open mind about him. The guy, of course, is a lousy racketeer. He's a suspected killer. But he's never shown the kind of a yellow streak that a guy must have before he beats a woman's brains out, and from behind her back at that. Oh, I don't know. I'm probably all wrong. Logically, he's the guy, but... Well, I have a hunch.
Uh-oh.
One of them things again, huh?
Yeah.
Placing any bets on it? I got a couple of bucks in my pocket that ain't working.
Yeah, well, keep it there. My common sense tells me this hunch is wrong.
I'll take that $2 bet, Ethelbert.
Huh?
On Casey's hunch being right, Miss Williams?
On his common sense being wrong. I'll always bet on that.
Annie, what do you mean
The bet's $2 his hunch is right because his common sense is wrong.
That's it.
It's a deal. But remembering past experience, I think I've stuck my neck out for the losing end.
Oh, yeah?
Casey, as my sister Edna says, quote, people are like onions. They usually repeat. Pardon me. I mean, unquote.
My admiring friend.
How's Hartley Owens taking the whole thing, Casey? Everybody says he'd be riding high again if his show could have opened with that girl.
Well, he's taking it like any guy would who lost a potential $1 or $2 million.
He'll collect on that big insurance policy, of course.
Only a small part of it, 20%. $50,000 is peanuts to what he would have made on the show with Sandra Holliday.
Who gets the other 80%?
His backers.
Who'll make plenty on their investments.
Say, Maybe one of them backers figured insurance dough was more sure than that show being a hit.
No. Forget it. Logan checked the backers. They're both very rich, very law-abiding guys who wouldn't have and couldn't have killed Sandra Holiday.
How can you say that Big Jim Maxon is law-abiding? Why, he ain't even very rich.
Big Jim Maxon? What about him?
Who runs Maxon's Tavern?
I know.
You know, he's in the rackets, Casey.
Well,
and
what's Big Jim Maxon got to do with it?
He's one of Hartley Owen's backers.
What?
Big Jim? Oh, you're nuts.
He told me he was. Said he bought 20% of the show for $10,000.
He told you?
Only a couple of nights ago. He asked me to keep it confidential, kind of that hard-boiled wife of his wouldn't approve. And he said that Heine Troutman, the gambler, had 20% too.
Casey, this may mean that...
Annie, sure. Look, come on. We're going to find Logan. Then call on Big Jim and Heine Troutman.
Why, Casey?
Well, when we have time to tell you, pal, I think it'll cost $2. $2.
$2?
Your bet to me, Ethelbert, against Casey's hunch.
Sit down, gentlemen.
No, thanks, Mr. Owens. We won't be here very long.
Neither will you, Mr. Owen.
I, Casey?
Uh-huh. Nice suite of rooms he has, Logan. He's going to miss it.
I don't understand.
This afternoon, I called on the backers of your show whose names you gave me, Mr. Whipple and Mr. Pearson.
I'm sure they confirmed everything I told you.
They did, 100%.
Yeah, but tonight we made other calls on Big Jim Maxon.
Maxon?
And Heine Troutman.
I don't know what you're...
Oh, yes, you do.
You sold 140% of your show, Owens. You expected the show to be a flop, which would mean no payoffs to anybody but yourself.
To make sure it'll be a flop, you put an unknown entertainer into one of the big parts. But she made your turkey into a hit.
If she'd opened here in the big town, you'd have been called upon to pay out 40% more than the show could bring in. To two hard-boiled businessmen and two tough racketeers.
And when you got the bright idea of insuring Miss Holliday's life, the business guys with their lawyers made you sign over an interest in the policy to the extent of the shares they'd bought, 80%. But in the deal you made with Maxon and Troutman, you merely had to return their invested dough, $20,000, if Miss Holliday's death made the insurance collectible.
So, to keep yourself from being sent to jail by the business guys or being rubbed out by the racketeers when they got wise that you'd sold them watered stock...
And to still make $30,000 out of your swindle that had backfired...
You killed Sandra Holiday.
You may as well admit it, Owens.
Solano killed her. Solano did it.
You made it look that way.
Oh, he was to be your fall guy. Now, stick out your wrist, Owens. I've got a pair of bracelets for you.
Oh, no.
Look, give me that gun.
If either of you take a step, I'll shoot.
You think I came here to arrest a murderer without posting 10 men in the hall outside to cover us?
Nobody's going to get me. There's an extension roof only a floor below these windows. I'll jump and get away.
You're crazy.
Maybe I am crazy. So crazy I'm going to kill both of you.
He's going to shoot me.
Now, wait.
No!
Oh, it's on the floor.
Well, who fired?
I shot the rat, Captain.
Solano.
Yeah, Casey. You're okay. This gat in my mitt won't do you and Captain Logan any damage.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, $1 million.
Funny. I never thought I'd save the life of a cop and a newspaper guy, but things don't always happen the way we figure.
You know, we just found that out. Tell me, how did you get in this room?
That's funny, too. I was coming along the hall this morning when I heard Owens and that house dick talking in Sandra's suite. I heard him say she was dead. And Owens said I'd killed her. Knowing how I stand with cops and having no alibi, I did a quick duck through another open door into here.
You've been hiding out in Owens' suite?
You cops never bothered to look for me in the rooms of the guy who'd set you to hunting me. And he didn't know I was here. Any more than I knew he was the rat who killed Sandra. Funny all around.
Funny. Wouldn't have been funny for Logan and me if you hadn't been here.
That maniac had the drop on us. We hadn't a chance.
Maniac, huh?
You heard him. He was crazy.
The Owens is coming, too. You didn't kill him, Solano.
I'll get a doctor for him. First, give me your gun, Solano. Casey and I are thankful you had one and used it as you did.
I'm keeping this gun.
Huh?
It's got a little job to do.
Solano.
The rat who turned my girl against me and then killed her isn't going to die of old age in an asylum.
Solano!
Give me that gun.
You fool.
have the gat now, Captain.
You're under arrest, Solano, for murder.
Sure, Captain. Funny, ain't it? The way you finally pinned me for a rap in the hot seat.
We'll join the crowd at the Blue Note in just a moment. If you enjoy really good beer, the most important thing to look for, aside from the label, is the kind of container it comes in. Be sure it's a bottle, a glass bottle, for glass and only glass can bring you beer and ale the way it's meant to taste, with no foreign flavor. Now, today, you can buy beer and ale in a brand new kind of glass bottle, so light and compact, so inexpensive to brewers, that it requires no deposit. Yes, sir, never again will you have to worry about those extra pennies or about returning empties to the store. Simply enjoy your favorite beer or ale, and when the bottle is empty, throw it away. This amazing new one-way bottle is a natural for picnics. It looks well on any table. For beer that's brewery bright, demand a glass bottle. And for convenience, demand your favorite brand in the Anchor Glass one-way, no-deposit bottle. A product of Anchor Hocking. The most famous name in glass.
It was funny, Casey, how Solano was finally got for murder.
Well, I'm not laughing about it, Ethelbert.
No, he saved Casey's life. And Logan's.
Well, not only that, Solano's a bad guy. He's deserved a life sentence or the chair for a long time, but... No, nuts, I don't know.
Say, Ethelbert, I just remembered. You owe me $2 on that bet.
Yeah, my hunch was right.
Terrible hot weather we've been having, ain't it?
My $2, Ethelbert.
Yeah, hope it's cooler tomorrow. What'd you say, Miss Williams?
You know, Ethelbert, a better always pays up promptly.
Yeah, when it's cooler, it'll be much better.
Crime Photographer, starring Stotts Cotsworth as Casey, is brought to you each Thursday by the Anchor Hocking Glass Corporation, makers of Fire King Oven Glass, Anchor Glass Containers, Anchor Caps and Closures. All products of Anchor Hocking, the most famous name in glass. Crime Photographer is directed by John Dietz. The original music is by Archie Blyer, and the program features Miss Jan Miner as Anne and John Gibson as Ethelbert. The part of Hartley Owens was played by Roger DeKoven. Herman Chittison is the Blue Note pianist. Tomorrow, August 1st, is the 40th anniversary of the Army Air Forces. Anchor Hocking joins in saluting the men of this great organization and in reminding the nation they serve that air power is peace power. This is Tony Marvin saying goodnight for the Anchor Hocking Glass Corporation of Lancaster, Ohio, with offices in all principal cities of the United States and Canada. Thursday night on CBS is the biggest show in town, so stay tuned for exciting dramatizations on Reader's Digest Radio Edition, which follows immediately over most of these stations. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System. The Anchor Hocking Glass Corporation brings you Crime Photographer.
think they'll ever put my statue in the Hall of Fame?
What are you famous for, Ethelbert?
For 27 straight years, I always got the same part of the turkey. That's some kind of a record, ain't it?
Well, because you consistently get it in the neck, that might make you notorious, but not really famous.
No, Ethelbert. You know, you have to do something really big, something important to deserve a famous name.
Like what?
Well, like Anchor Hocking, the most famous name in glass. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Tony Marvin. Every week at this time, the Anchor Hocking Glass Corporation of Lancaster, Ohio, and its more than 10,000 employees bring you another adventure of Casey, crime photographer, ace cameraman who covers the crime news of a great city. Written by Alonzo Dean Cole, our adventure for tonight, After Turkey, the Bill. 7 o'clock in the evening, a medium-priced uptown restaurant known as Petrakis' Olympian. At a table for two, a flashily dressed young man pushes aside his empty plate and says to the pretty girl who sits opposite,
Hey, that turkey wasn't half bad.
You didn't leave much of it.
Neither did you. Should I order dessert now?
Uh-huh.
Hey, waiter. Gus,
Okay, kid. What do you want now, Joe?
we're ready for the plum pudding now.
2 plums pudding.
That's what you want, too, isn't it, Lottie?
Yes, and coffee.
Same here.
Okay, kid.
I don't know why you won't let me do anything for you in a classy way, Lottie. I asked you out for a Thanksgiving spread, and you made me bring you to a cheap place like this.
Joe, you can't afford to throw your money away.
How do you know what I can afford? I may not have as good a job as my cousin Bird yet, but that doesn't
What's
mean
Bird got to do with it?
He's got plenty to do with it. If you didn't have to work today, you'd be out with him now instead of me, I know.
Bird isn't working tonight, Joe. He came home before we left there. I could have had dinner with him if I'd wanted.
Yeah.
Oh, don't be like that, please.
Why shouldn't I be? While I was away, you and him became awful good friends.
We were always friends, the three of us. We grew up on the same block.
Yeah, but while I was away, he moved into your old man's rooming house so we could be closer friends.
Oh, don't start that again tonight. We're out for a pleasant evening, and it has been pleasant so far. Please, Joe.
All right. Comes out dessert.
2 plums pudding. And coffee.
You know, when you go out with me, Lottie, you're going to get class whether you think I can afford it or not. I'm going to take you to Danceland. I'm going to buy you a whole roll of tickets. Best you'd get out of that tightwad fur is a soda and a movie. All right, that's all now, Gus. Bring me a check, will you?
You said it, Joe.
All right, Joe, since you won't drop the subject, we'll talk about Bird.
Swell.
He wants me to marry him.
Figured that from that dirty double-crosser.
He isn't a double-crosser.
He knows I've been going with you since we were kids, that I've always been crazy about you. And while I was taking that bum rap on the reformatory...
You didn't take a bum rap, Joe. You asked for what you got.
All right, so the cops had the goods on me. That gave Bird no right
It
to...
gave me a right to do a lot of thinking.
And so you decided a sneaky yellow drip like my cousin is a better bet than me, huh?
I don't think Bird is sneaky or yellow.
Oh, you don't, huh?
No. And I don't think you're a criminal.
It's nice of you to say that.
I'm not being nice. I'm saying what I believe. If you make me sure you've learned your lesson,
Yeah?
you won't have to worry about me liking Bird or anyone. There's never really been anybody but you, Joe. Only I've got to be sure.
How do I make you sure, Lottie?
Just show me and Dad that you're steady, that's all.
And I've been showing you that since I came back. Didn't I get a job right away?
Yes, Joe, but I don't see how you can afford those 2 new suits and that overcoat with what you're making.
Oh, I get it. Bird can buy clothes or take you out, and it's okay, isn't it? He's never had trouble with the cops. But the minute I spend an extra buck, you and your old man figure I've glommed it somewhere.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. Your old man especially. Hates my insides. He don't want you to have anything to do with it.
If Dad hated you, he wouldn't let you stay at our rooming house.
He rents rooms and I pay for the one I rent. That's business. And to ease your mind about the extra dough I spent, Lottie, I'm a lucky guy with dice and a good pool player.
Here's your check, kid.
Thanks, Gus. Pay you so we can get out of here. We're going to Danceland and What?
Joe?
I haven't got my wallet.
Oh, you've lost your money?
I don't know. Maybe I left it home.
Well, phone Dad. He'll look in your room.
Well, if he found it, I'd have to go there for it. It's only a few blocks. You stay here, Lottie, while I go and see
Oh, you don't have to leave the lady here, kid. You're an old customer. I know you come back and pay.
Well, thanks, Guts, but I can make better time alone. Hand me my overcoat with even that racket sleeve blue in there.
Sure. Oh, it's a fancy coat. Nice and bright with red stripes. You got a class, kid.
Yeah, but right now I got no dough. I'll come back as soon as I can, Lottie.
I hope you find your money.
Yeah,
Joe.
I hope so, too. And how?
Gee, Casey, it's nice of you and Miss Williams to have Thanksgiving dinner here in the Blue Note with me.
We're nice people, Ethelbert.
Well, the very best. True, warm-hearted, and generous to a fault. Pass the salt.
Also
Paul.
honest, kind, and steadfast. Here's the salt and
you.
pepper.
You know, we're really understating our sterling qualities, Annie. We've risen to the heights of magnanimity, whatever that is, by chewing Thanksgiving turkey in this crummy joint we see every day simply because our little pal here had to work and could only get away from his bartending long enough to grab a meal on the house. We hope you appreciate our sacrifice, Ethelbert.
Oh, I do.
Good. Pardon my reach for the Tabasco. To prove your gratitude, Ethelbert, you can pay for our dinners.
Yeah, well...
Tabasco, Annie?
Huh?
Thanks. Hey, you've made a splendid suggestion, Casey. Paying our bill will relieve Ethelbert of a small part of his obligation for our company.
Yep.
Say, come to think of it, you two are working today yourselves. You didn't have time to get a full meal any further away from your office than this crummy joint.
Ethelbert, you impugn our motives. He destroys my faith in human nature.
Yes. The spirit of the day is entirely lost upon this lug.
Casey, if you'd pay me what you already owed this crummy joint, I'd be only too happy to buy you dinner. Get it, Walter?
This guy's too wise for us, Annie.
I'm afraid so, Casey.
Casey.
Yeah, Walter?
You wanted the bar phone, you said you did.
Oh, nuts. I'm only just finished my turkey.
No, this means no dessert, Casey.
I'll see what Burke wants.
Well, stall him off if you can.
Yeah, I'll do my best, Annie. Hello, Grace. Hello, Casey speaking. Look, Burke, we haven't finished our dinner yet. Oh, all right. Wait till I get my pencil. Corner of Whitestone and Evans. Well, what happened there? What, is that all? For a run-of-the-mill story like that, we gotta leave our dessert? Well, okay, Burke, all right, goodbye. Why I stick to this newspaper racket, I don't know.
What was it, Casey?
All the Look, we gotta get out to Whitestone and Evans, Ann. Some mug just held up a filling station there and got away with a couple of $100 or so.
Did he shoot anyone?
No.
Huh?
Just one of those inside page fillers. Burke says news is light and we gotta cover it.
All right, where is Whitestone and Evans?
It's way uptown, not far from Petrakis Olympian Restaurant. You know, we've eaten there a couple of times.
Yeah, I remember. Any description of the hold-up guy?
Yeah, he wore a flashy blue overcoat with red stripes. See you later, pal.
So long, Ethelbert.
So long. Say, wait! Who's gonna pay for this crummy joint?
Our story will continue in just a moment. In mansion or cottage, in city or town, Thanksgiving Day is a time for family reunions, feasting, and fun. But through all the gaiety, there runs a deep note of real thanksgiving for blessings past and present. There's a tacit recognition that a better-fed nation is a stronger, happier nation. And one of the ways in which the American way has made its greatest progress is in the production, preparation, and distribution of food. Now, take the matter of delivering food alone. The great organizations who process and ship us our better foods know that flavor, purity, and freshness are best preserved by clean, sanitary glass. And that's why, as you look around the shelves of your food stores, you see that so many famous brands are brought to you in gleaming, protective containers made of glass. Containers that preserve and safeguard flavor and taste while they permit you to see in advance exactly what you're buying. It's noteworthy that many of the leading brands of food of all kinds come to you in Anchor glass containers sealed with tamper-proof Anchor caps. Products of Anchor Hocking. The most famous name in glass.
Here's what happened, Miss Williams. I'm working the station, see? I'm here in the office when this hold-up guy opens the door and says, give me your dough.
He had a gun, of course.
Oh, sure, he had a gun. The time was about 7:15.
What did you notice
And
about the guy aside from his flashy overcoat?
Well, he wore his hat pulled down over his eyes, and a handkerchief was tied around the lower part of his face. Also, he worked fast.
What'd he do?
Well, he told me to get into the gents' the restroom there and to keep quiet. He locked the door on me, and I heard him open up the money drawer there, and then I heard him leave the joint. I started pounding on the door, and after a while, I managed to bust out. That was about 7:15. And then I phoned the cops.
You mind if I shoot a picture of that busted door, Sergeant? Go ahead, Casey. Thanks.
You'll want to picture me, too, won't you, Mr. Casey?
Huh? You? Oh, sure, yeah. The door and you. I'll shoot the door first.
It's going to give me old lady a big kick to see me written up in the papers.
Hey, was this big puddle of grease in front of this door, Jones, when the hold-up guy locked you in?
Oh, yeah. I spilled it there earlier, and I didn't have time to clean it up.
Now, the mug must have stepped in it, Casey. Along with the description of his flashy coat I've sent out, I included instructions to look for a guy with dirty grease stains on his shoes.
Well, the two things together ought to nail him, Sergeant.
Yeah, I told the Sarge here's something else that ought to nail a guy.
What's that?
Well, one of the bills he stole out of the money drawer was an old 20 that had been torn in two and kind of stuck together with Scotch tape. I took it in just before the robbery, so I remember it.
Well, looks like you cops have plenty to work on, Sarge.
Yeah.
Well, we got all there is, Annie. Let's blow out of here and get back to the Blue Note, get some plum pudding and coffee.
Aha, come on.
Hey, ain't you going to take my picture first?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'll kind of stand here by the empty cash drawer, hey, and point my finger at it.
Yeah, that'll be original. Well, stand and point, pal. Go ahead.
Great.
All set now. Shoot.
Jones.
Hey, Gus, I'm getting my picture took. Don't walk in front of the camera.
I have just heard what happened to you. About that guy in the blue overcoat which holds you up.
Well, I'll tell you all about that later, Gus. As soon as I get my picture.
No, I tell you and those cops about it now.
You'll tell.
Who are you?
Oh, I am Gus Nikopopoulos. I am waiter in Petrakis Olympian restaurant 3 blocks from here. And I know who is the kid who robbed my good friend Jones.
You know?
Yeah, I know as soon as I am told the news about that fancy overcoat.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
I tell you cops everything. Even where to find this hold-up kid. He tell me he is going with his girl to Danceland.
You got no right to pull me off that dance floor, copper.
Don't believe this waiter, Sergeant. Joe hasn't held up anybody.
We're going to see about that. Close the door, will you, Casey?
Okay, Sarge.
Now, this overcoat we got from the check room, it's yours, isn't it, Bowers?
Yeah, that's my coat.
And you, Jones. Say the guy who stuck you up wore a coat just like it?
It's the same coat, Sergeant.
You're nuts. The store I bought this blanket had a couple of dozen just like it.
Now, take it easy, kid. If your story's okay, we'll check on everyone who owns a coat like this. I'm going to search you. While I'm at it, you can tell us what you did after leaving Petraka's restaurant. After you couldn't find your wallet, I mean.
I went straight to my room and house. I looked for my dough. Finally, I found it in the dresser drawer. And I came straight back to Petrakis for Lottie. That's Miss Newcomb here.
Yeah.
The dough's in that wallet you just took out of my pocket. It's about $40, and it's mine. I didn't steal it.
Hey, is that torn 20 in the wallet, Sergeant?
No, Jones.
Torn 20?
Well, I guess he hasn't got a gun on him either, Sarge.
He's clean, Casey.
Yeah, so are his shoes. Grease would show up plain on those light tans.
Well, he may have changed shoes and hidden a few things.
Yeah. How far is your rooming house from that filling station, kid?
Oh, I'd say...
It's 2 blocks away down Evans Street. My father runs it.
How long did Joe leave you in Petrakis while he was finding his money?
I didn't time it.
It wasn't more than 15 minutes, maybe a half an hour. So what?
So you had plenty of time to stick up Jones and go to your room before you came back to Petrakis.
All right, if that's the way you dope it, copper, search my room.
I'm going to do that little thing, young fella. All of you. Let's go.
Lottie, why have you and Joe come home with all these people and these policemen?
Everything's all right, Dad. They've made a mistake about Joe, but it's going to be all right.
A mistake about Joe?
A big mistake, Mr. Newcomb.
I don't understand.
I'm Sergeant Healy, 5th Detective District. There was a stick-up a few blocks from here tonight, and Joe Bowers here is under suspicion.
A stick-up? Joe?
He didn't do it, Dad. I know he didn't.
You were with him, Lottie. You must know.
Your daughter wasn't with him for a long half hour. Mr. Newcomb, I haven't taken time to get a search warrant, so I'd like your permission to go over Joe's room.
Give him a go-ahead. I have. He'll find nothing to tie me up with any heist job.
All right with you, sir?
Oh, yes, of course.
Thanks. Take me to your room, Bowers.
Come on.
Everybody else stay here with this uniformed officer.
Miss Williams and I'd like to go with you and Joe, Sarge.
Okay, Casey.
Oh, thanks, Sergeant.
My room's on the next floor. It's right up those stairs.
Well, lead the way, kid. And don't try anything tricky.
Why should I try anything? All you got on me is that a stick-up guy wore an overcoat like mine. And that's all you're gonna get. There's the door of my room, copper. Open it. Make yourself at home.
Give me your key.
The door isn't locked. I never bother. I'll turn on the lights. Now do your stuff.
I will.
You won't find anything locked up here. 'Cause I got nothing worth stealing. And nothing to hide. Now, if you were going to work in my cousin's room across the hall, you'd need a fistful of keys. He's one of those careful, secretive guys, you know?
You got a cousin living across the hall?
Yeah, his name's Ferd, or Ferdinand. And is he a crumb?
I take it you don't like him.
I like him about as much as he likes me, maybe more. Because he's been making a play for my girl. He isn't getting anywhere. How you doing, copper? You see anything of the dough I'm supposed to have stolen, or the gat you think I use in that stick-up?
Not yet, kid.
And you won't. I'm 100% in the clear.
Oh, yeah? How did this get under your carpet?
What?
Casey.
A torn $20 bill.
Stuck together with scotch tape.
I never saw that bill before.
And I think Jones will identify it as the one taken from his cash drawer.
Wait a minute. There's more dough under this rug, Sarge. A couple of $100 at least.
I spotted it, Casey.
I don't know how it got there. I didn't pull that stick up.
Cut the comedy, Joe. This money nails
This
you.
is a frame-up. I tell you, it's a
Where'd
frame-up.
you hide your gun?
I never had a gun. I swear I did.
Come clean, kid. Where's the gun?
Wait a minute. Will you give me a break? Let me think. Let me think a minute. Yeah. Yeah, there's just one mug who'll pull a thing like this. And if you're right, guys, you won't let him get away with it. Question Ferd, Sergeant. Question my cousin Ferd. His room's right across the hall.
Might be a good idea, Sergeant.
Okay. Let's go over.
There's the room.
Yes? I'd like to talk to you a minute. This is the police.
Just a second. I was just starting to get ready for bed.
I'm Detective Sergeant Healy, young man. This is Miss Williams and, Mr. Casey.
How are you?
Hello there.
What do you want?
Let me close this door. Your cousin Joe here has made some accusations against you that it's my duty to investigate.
Oh, he has he?
Do you own an overcoat like Joe's here? Blue with red stripes?
An overcoat like that?
Or have you ever worn one?
I wouldn't wear a zoot blanket like that if you paid me.
You say?
Yes, I say.
Mind if I look around your room?
Why?
Bert, someone wearing an overcoat like Joe's held up the Whitestone filling station tonight and...
What?
You know where I bought this coat, Ferd. I think you got one just like it on the QT. I think you slipped my wallet out of my pocket just before I left here with Lottie tonight, so I'd have to leave her and look for it. You were watching the restaurant when I left it. You went to that filling
Why,
station.
you're crazy. Sergeant, you can't believe
Maybe
it.
I don't. But I want to search your room.
Oh, wait a minute.
Huh?
Have you got a search warrant?
No.
Then get out of here.
Say.
I know my rights. Unlike a certain relative of mine, I've got a clean record.
Who are you calling a lousy
You,
rat?
Joe.
Why, I'll knock
And
your
if-
teeth out.
Cut it up. Cut it, both of you. So you don't want me to search your room, hey, young fella?
You heard me before, Sergeant.
Hey, pal, wait a minute. You're taking the wrong attitude. If you got nothing to hide, this isn't the way to show it.
He's got a good reason for saying you can't search, and I'm going to prove it.
Keep out of that closet, Joe.
Make me if you can.
I'll make you...
Hold it, Ferd.
Let me go.
Come
Let
out
me
of there,
go.
Joe. I'll get a warrant.
You
I'll
won't
tear
need a
this-
warrant, Sarge. Look there.
What?
In the back of his closet, covered with other clothes.
Oh. An overcoat like yours.
Just like mine.
And in its pocket, there's a gun.
I never saw that coat before. I never saw that gun.
Well, somebody did. Come on. I'm taking you both to headquarters.
I don't know how that overcoat got in my closet, Sergeant. I swear I never saw it or that gun before.
So you've been saying, Ford. Both of you get into this car.
You did this to me, Joe.
Sure, I got wise to your frame-up, you louse. I threw it right back at you.
We'll continue our discussion at the station house.
Of course, you'll only hold me long enough to get my testimony. I'll be back home in an hour or so.
Maybe. You and Miss Williams tagging along after us, Casey?
No, Sarge. I may give you a buzz later, though.
We still have our Thanksgiving dinner to finish.
So why don't you two get jobs that won't make you work on holidays?
Why don't you?
You mean like Captain Logan?
I've been thinking about it for the last 25 years. Good night.
Night,
So long.
Sergeant Healy.
Come on, let's get into our car, Casey, and get our stuff to the
I'm
paper.
going
and...
back to that rooming house, Annie.
Why?
Are you convinced that Cousin Ferd framed Cousin Joe?
Well, his attempt to prevent a search of his room didn't look very good.
Annie, I'm just thinking.
Well, Joe found that overcoat with what might be called surprising ease.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to believe that Joe would invite his own arrest in order to frame his cousin. Why, one little slip.
The framer, whoever he is, did make a slip, Annie. His plan didn't anticipate a grease puddle. And he had to get rid of a pair of shoes that may walk back and kick him.
Well, none of the shoes in Joe's room or in Ferd's had any grease stains on them.
No? Sergeant Healy hasn't forgotten those missing shoes, and he'll be back pretty soon to really look for them. So I'm going to start looking right now. I'll ring Newcomb's bell.
Sometimes I wish your snooping instincts were more restrained, Casey. I'd like a cup of coffee now and pop...
Hi, Mr. Newcomb.
Mr. Casey?
Yes, may we come in?
Of course, but
We didn't go with Sergeant Healy and his prisoners. Wanted to ask, how's your daughter now? She wasn't taking this thing very well when we left.
Oh, she feels terrible about it. Miss Williams, perhaps a woman can talk to her better than I can. Will you try to convince her that everything will come out all right?
Well, I'll gladly try, Mr. Newcomb.
She's in our private living room.
Yeah, go on in and talk to her alone, Annie. I'll stay here.
All right.
It breaks my heart to see my girl crying, Mr. Casey. She's all I have. She blames herself for what has happened. It isn't her fault that two young fools became so infatuated with her. I knew they hated each other, but I never anticipated anything like this.
No, guess not.
Of course, you had some reason for coming back here, Mr. Casey.
Yes, I came back to ask your permission.
Yes?
I want permission to ask a few personal questions between ourselves and off the record.
Very well.
You haven't wanted Joe for a son-in-law, have you?
In my place, would you? The boy has served a reformatory sentence that, according to my observation, has failed to steady him or improve his sense of values.
Ferd has been Joe's opposite, I imagine.
He always seemed so.
Lottie strikes me as a pretty sensible girl, Mr. Newcomb. Unless one of those fellas confesses he framed the other, or it can be definitely proven, she'll doubt both of them too much to marry either one of them.
Yes, I think that's so.
And as there'll be no confession or definite proof, things should work out exactly as you planned.
As I planned?
You're the guy behind this double frame-up.
Oh, Mr. Casey.
You didn't think I'd be back, did you? You shouldn't have changed back into those comfortable old shoes after Sergeant Healy left here. You did a lousy job of cleaning off that grease.
Oh, but...
You held up that filling station and framed both the boys to keep your daughter from marrying either one of them.
I was very foolish, wasn't I?
Yes, I think so. Shall I call Sergeant Healy?
All right. You can call Sergeant Healy, Mr. Casey. I'm ready to confess.
Wait a minute. Wait. Let me take a close look at those shoes.
What?
The pool of grease in that filling station you heard us talk about wasn't deep enough to reach far above the soles of a shoe. Hey. You greased those shoes yourself. You spread it on so thick it covers the toes and heels.
I didn't spread it on.
Pal, you're a beautiful liar. And I'm a beautiful dope. You greased those shoes and put them on knowing the cops would come back and spot them. You were willing to take the rap. Because your kid is in love with one of those punks.
You can't prove that. Nobody can. And when I confess, that's all that's needed.
You forget. The police lab will compare the grease on these shoes with a filling station grease, and it won't be the same. And then Sergeant Healy will go right back to work on Joe and Ferd.
The police laboratory can tell?
Yes, definitely, Mr. Newcomb. But if it couldn't, don't you think your confession would be much harder for your daughter to take than the loss of a little rat she thinks she cares for?
But I couldn't bear to see her cry anymore. All I could think of to do was what I tried. You see, I know the guilty boy, Mr. Casey, and she's loved Joe ever since they were children.
You know Joe?
I found his grease-stained shoes hidden in the cellar tonight. His taste in shoes is like his taste in overcoats, so I could make no mistake.
Huh. Well, let's get him and take him to the cops. Later, Mr. Newcomb, your daughter's going to realize that the lowdown she'll get on Joe tonight is a cause for real Thanksgiving.
join the crowd at the Blue Note in just a moment.
This is Harry Marvel to remind you how important the new Anchor Glass one-way no-deposit bottle is to your enjoyment of ale and beer. It's a custom-made container made just for you. No one has used it before, and no one ever will use it again. When you're through with it, you dispose of it as you would any other food container. There's no deposit, no fuss or bother. And the new Anchor Glass one-way bottle assures you of sparkling ale and beer without cloudiness and with no foreign flavor or aroma. Beer that's truly brewery bright. Most of the brewers of New England and those who ship ale and beer into New England have adopted this bottle for your protection and added convenience. For the Anchor Glass one-way bottle not only costs the brewer less than any other type of single-trip container, but it also gives you much more for your money. So here's a good rule. When buying ale and beer, always demand a glass bottle. And for extra convenience, demand your favorite brand in the new Anchor Glass one-way no-deposit bottle, a product of Anchor Hocking, the most famous name in glass.
So, the shoes fit Joe and he had to wear them, huh, Casey?
They pinched so tight he cracked wide open, Ethelbert. He admitted planting a duplicate of his coat in Ferd's closet, everything.
If his scheme had worked, Lottie would never have spoke to Ferd again and she'd have married Joe.
Well, that was Joe's idea, Ethelbert, but it worked out in reverse. Lottie sank into Ferd's manly arms when she heard the lowdown, and she seemed very comfortable.
Gee, what some guys will do for love. As my sister Edna says, quote, if love didn't make the world go round, there wouldn't be so much dizziness. Unquote.
Or so much niceness.
Yeah. A grand guy, Lottie's old man. Hey, Annie, what's the matter with us? We got plum pudding and coffee still coming to us. How about it, Ethelbert, huh?
Oh, it's about time.
Well, what's so funny?
There isn't any more.
Crime Photographer, starring Stotts Cotsworth as Casey, is brought to you each Thursday by the Anchor Hocking Glass Corporation, makers of Fire King Oven Glass, Anchor Glass Containers, Anchor Caps and Closures. All products of Anchor Hocking, the most famous name in glass. Crime Photographer is directed by John Dietz. The original music is by Archie Blyer, and the program features Miss Jan Miner as Anne and John Gibson as Ethelbert. Herman Chittison is the Blue Note pianist. If civilization is to survive, we must reaffirm our religious faith. It's up to each of us. Do your part by supporting and attending your church or synagogue. This is Tony Marvin saying goodnight for the Anchor Hocking Glass Corporation of Lancaster, Ohio, with offices in all principal cities of the United States and Canada. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System. The Anchor Hocking Glass Corporation brings you Crime Photographer.
Say, Ethelbert, did you hear about the latest crime wave?
What crime wave, Casey?
It's a series of crimes that occur regularly every week.
What's so unusual about that?
Well, for one thing, every one of these crimes is solved in exactly half an hour.
Gosh, do they have any idea who's responsible?
Why, sure. It's Crime Photographer, brought to you each week by Anchor Hocking. the most famous name in glass. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Tony Marvin. Every week at this time, the Anchor Hocking Glass Corporation of Lancaster, Ohio, and its more than 10,000 employees bring you another adventure of Casey, crime photographer, ace cameraman who covers the crime news of a great city. Written by Alonzo Dean Cole. Our adventure for tonight, Acquitted. Late afternoon, a sparsely filled courtroom. Opposing attorneys, witnesses, spectators, and the accused stiffen to attention as the jurors file into their box. Then the foreman is summoned to state the verdict.
We, the jury, find the defendant not guilty.
I told you it'd be that way, Annie.
Well, you didn't have to tell me, Casey. I knew.
Quiet, please. Quiet.
Now, Judge Lucas will deliver a few remarks. He always does.
Well, I hope they're very few, because I want to get to a telephone.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, this court thanks you for bringing in a verdict that is altogether in accord with the evidence that was presented to you. And similar thanks is accorded to the defendant's attorney, Mr. Freeman, for his presentation of his case.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Nuts. Freeman's a louse.
You can say that again.
But for the police officer who has figured so prominently in this case, the court has nothing but censure.
Now it comes, Annie.
Mm-hmm.
Detective Ryan, evidence has shown that you deliberately and with malicious intent committed an unprovoked assault upon the defendant for the purpose of obtaining the confession that he here repudiated.
That isn't so, Your Honor. That dirty crook Wadlow told you nothing but lies.
Quiet!
How can a man be quiet when he's blamed for doing his duty? That guy tried to escape and I put him under arrest. He fought me and I had to subdue him.
Bailiff, preserve order in this court.
Mike Rand was sure to blow his top under that one, Annie.
And
Okay,
I
I'll
don't
be quiet.
blame him.
And I beg the court's pardon.
Detective Ryan, it is in the power of the court to impose a penalty upon you for your disgraceful outburst. But in view of your apology, I refrain. I shall, however, recommend to your superiors that you be called to answer for your conduct in all phases of this case. Prisoner at the bar, Leonard Waldo, you stand acquitted and are hereby discharged from custody.
Thanks, Judge.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you are discharged. Court adjourned.
Well, now I get to a phone and give the city desk the story.
Yeah, I'll stay here, Annie, get some pictures.
Okay, I'll meet you in the car.
Okay, honey. Mr. Allison.
Yes?
Thanks. Just wanted you to turn around so I could get a shot of it. I got it all right, thank you.
What did you want a picture of me?
You were the complaining witness in this case. Your property was stolen.
And since this man's been acquitted, I never expect to see that property again.
You failed to identify him as a thief.
I couldn't be positive he was the man I surprised in front of my safe that night. And one must be positive.
But you originally identified him as the guy...
I said then he strongly resembled the burglar, as I said it again today. I never said more than that.
I see.
Excuse me, I want to say a word to the Assistant District Attorney, Mr. Freeman.
Yeah, sure. Hey, Freeman.
Hello, Casey.
Will you and your lucky client look happy for the camera?
Okay. Watch the birdie, Lenny.
Yeah, sure.
Thanks, I got you.
But, what did you mean by lucky client? This lad was innocent as a newborn babe.
Yeah, you just heard the jury and the judge agree on that, Casey.
Sure, Lenny, I heard. I still say you're quite a lawyer, Freeman.
Say, look ahead.
Newspaper guys are naturally cynical, Lenny, in case he's right about you having a good lawyer.
Yeah, you're a good one, all right.
Huh? Oh, Officer Ryan.
Yeah.
Hello, Mike.
Hello, Casey.
I hope there's no hard feelings, Mike. You know there's nothing personal. What I did to you on the witness stand, it was all part of the game.
Sure. You lawyers can make an honest witness look like a fool and a liar.
Take it easy, Mike.
I am taking it easy, Casey. I'm not going to blow my top again. I'm just telling this slick mouthpiece I think he's a crooked louse.
Look here,
Shut
Ryan.
up, Freeman. As for you, Waldo, you know I didn't beat you up to get a confession out of you. You started to play rough and I took care of you. I should let you have it right now, but, well, I won't. That's all. So long, Casey.
So long, Mike.
You gonna let him get away with that, Freeman?
No. Hey, Ryan.
Say, you two guys aren't
Keep
gonna...
out of this, Casey. Hey, Flatfoot.
What?
We're
gonna tell you a few things, copper.
Oh,
Yes, Freeman, you're supposed to have some brains. Big Mike Ryan is dynamite when he gets started.
Ryan, my client and I were going to let you off easy. But since you've decided to be nasty, we'll see that you face not only departmental charges for manhandling a prisoner, we'll slap a civil suit on you for damages resulting from assault and battery.
You're not going to do that, Freeman.
That's what you think, you big ape.
No dirty thief like you calls me that.
Mike.
Let go of me, Casey. I'm gonna run him. I'll kill him.
Take Allison. Help me hold this chop. He's a strong.
We've got him.
Hold him, Mike. Hold it, will you? These birds were only trying to make you lose your head. Don't play into their hands.
Okay, take your hands off me. I promise not to sock them.
What's going on here?
Huh? Oh, hello, Sergeant. Nothing's going on. Nothing at all.
Casey's made a slight understatement, Sergeant. Officer Ryan just tried to attack my client and me.
It was a deliberately provoked attack, Sergeant.
I was leaving the room holding my temper, Sergeant, when these two came...
Okay, Mike, I'll make no report on it to add to your other troubles.
Other troubles?
Yeah. Commissioner sent me here for you. You're to report at his office right away.
Oh, well, that means...
Judge Lucas just talked to him over the phone. You can guess what it means. I'm sorry, Ryan.
Yeah. Oh, okay, Sarge. Let's go.
So long, ex-copper. You're going to miss that badge of yours.
Listen, Waldo and Freeman. I'm going to get you two for this. Just remember that.
Gentlemen, you're witnesses to that man's threats.
Yeah, Freeman. And Mike Ryan's not the only one who'd like to take a poke at you two.
Hey, Walter, serve 2 more bottles of beer to these gentlemen. And bring up some more lemons.
Well, this is the lemon season again.
Now, to get back to what you and Casey was relating to me, Miss Williams, what did the commissioner do to Big Mike Ryan?
Suspended him.
Yeah?
Yeah, and it's lousy. Mike's a swell cop, and he's got a swell record, too.
You don't think he beat up that Lenny Waldo in order to get a confession, huh, Casey?
Definitely not. In my book, the whole thing happened just like Mike said it did.
I forgot the beginning of this case. It happened over 6 months ago, didn't it?
Mm-hmm. Shortly after Christmas, Ethelbert. This Robert Alliston, who's a wholesale diamond merchant, went to his office after hours with a friend and walked in on a safecracker. Well, the burglar blackjacked him and made a getaway with around $100,000 worth of precious stones.
Alliston's friend got socked before he had a good look at the guy, but Alliston himself described him to the cops, and the description fit Lenny Waldo, who, of course, has a long record for safecracking. Mike Ryan was one of the dicks assigned to look for Waldo. He found him. Waldo tried to make a break, and there was quite a fight. Waldo came off second best. When Waldo yelled uncle, he spotted a confession along with it.
Oh, which he later affirmed in writing.
Yeah, but before the trial, Dan Freeman, his lawyer, smuggled a camera into the jail and got some pictures of Waldo's bruises, showed the pictures in court. And then Waldo repudiated his confession, saying that he'd been beaten into it by Officer Ryan.
Well, Alliston, who was the only person who could definitely place Waldo at the scene of the burglary, wouldn't make a positive identification. He's one of those ultra-careful people.
Anyway, the whole case against Waldo blew up when Freeman got Mike Ryan's goat during cross-examination.
And Ryan looked like the criminal instead of Waldo. And as there was no direct evidence, none of the stolen gems had been found in the man's possession.
Now the insurance companies are holding the bag. And if they try to renege, it won't hurt Alliston much. He inherited a couple of million about a month after the robbery.
He did?
Yeah. A rich uncle of his died.
Gee, I've always wished for a rich uncle in bad health.
So have we all.
Well, now the only one with any trouble on his hands is poor Mike Ryan,
Casey, Freeman and Waldo threatened to press charges against Ryan and to institute civil action for damages.
Oh, that was just bluff, Eddie.
Well, they were pretty sore at him from what you've told me. And he was pretty sore at them. I'm not sure that...
All right, excuse me, there's a bar phone.
Annie, look, I'll
no
bet you
cafe,
that Mike will
Ethelbert
be
speaking.
back on duty in a week. And that
Yeah.
Waldo and Freeman
It's for you,
will
Casey,
go...
your city desk.
Huh? Oh, see, give it to me. Hello, Burke. Yes, I'm here again. Yeah. What? Gleiber's Cafe? Yeah, sure, I know where the place is. What? Wait a minute. Say that again, Burke. Okay, we'll get right over there.
Hey, what is it, Casey?
Dan Freeman and Lenny Waldo have just been shot to death, Annie.
Shot?
And Mike Ryan's accused of the murders.
Tomorrow, all over America, cool, frosty drinks will be poured from radiant Sunburst crystal pitchers into sparkling Sunburst crystal tumblers. The radiance of this brand new kind of anchor hocking crystal can be compared to a finely cut diamond, its beauty to the rarest hand-cut crystal. Yet Sunburst prices are incredibly low. Now, here are just a few examples. Sunburst crystal glasses for fruit juice are only 5 cents apiece. Table tumblers, 2 for 15. Big, oversized glasses for iced drinks, only 10 cents each. And to top it all, a magnificent 2-quart pitcher costs only 50 cents. Now, you'd expect to find crystal as beautiful as this only in a jewelry store. But as a matter of fact, all next week, the windows and counters of the retail stores of America will feature brilliant displays of Sunburst crystal, priced from 5 cents up, slightly more in distant cities. Now, you'll recognize Sunburst immediately by its unique Sunburst design. So look for it, ask for it. Sunburst Crystal, a product of Anchor Hocking. The most famous name in glass.
Casey, it isn't pleasant for me to tag another cop for murder, but now this job spells Mike Ryan all the way.
What have we got on him, Logan?
Tell us what happened, Captain.
Well, Gleiber's Cafe here was a regular hangout for Freeman, Miss Williams. After he won a case, he usually brought his client here for a celebration.
Yeah, I know that.
So did Ryan know it, Casey. It was a cinch he'd find Freeman and Waldo together here tonight at Freeman's regular table, which is in line with that window there.
You mean the two men were shot from that window?
Yeah. Opens in a dark alley. Ryan took 2 quick shots apiece at Freeman and Waldo, scored clean hits, and then made his getaway through the alley.
Did anyone see Ryan do the shooting?
No, but he left convincing proof that he was the killer.
Proof?
Look at this.
Oh, gold fountain pen.
With his name engraved on it. Inspector Mulcahy gave it to Ryan a couple of years ago for being a top-notch cop.
Where did you find it, Logan?
In the alley, a few yards from that window, where it had fallen from Ryan's pocket.
Someone may have lifted the thing from Mike and planted it there, you know.
I'd like to believe that, Casey, but well, Ryan was seen in this neighborhood tonight.
He was?
Only a few blocks from here, Miss Williams. That guy lives on the other side of town, and he was under suspension, so no duty could have brought him here.
Well, it's hard to picture Mike sneaking through a dark alley like a rat and shooting 2 guys in cold blood.
He was awful sore, Casey, and he has a rotten temper.
Well, it's an open, quick temper. It gets red hot in a few seconds and cools off almost as fast.
Look, you or I or nobody knows how fast a temper cools off.
Your guys found him yet?
No, but they'll be bringing him in pretty soon. I'm going back to headquarters and wait till they do.
You mind if I stick along with you?
Come on.
Thanks. Annie, take these exposed films back to the office for me, will you, honey?
Mm-hmm. Yes, Casey.
I'll meet you there later. Now I want to hear what Mike Ryan has to say.
I swear I didn't do it, Captain. I didn't know a thing about it till I went home and found Sergeant Flanagan waiting there for me.
What were you doing near Gleiber's Cafe just before the shooting, Ryan?
I explained that to the sergeant, sir.
I want to hear it.
Well, okay. I got a phone call at my home tonight from a guy who wouldn't give his name. He said he'd give me a tip on the Weinstein robbery last week if I'd meet him on Elder Street between Lexington and Grove at 10:30. Now, you've gotten that kind of calls from crooks yourself, Captain. And so have you, Casey.
You know that's so, Logan?
Keep out of this, Casey.
Okay, sorry.
So you were in the neighborhood, Ryan, only because you received this mysterious summons to be there, huh?
Yes, and that's God's truth.
Of course, your man showed up.
Well, no, he didn't. I waited a while and then started back home.
By way of the alley behind Gleiber's Cafe.
I didn't go near Gleiber's. I walked in the other direction.
You walked home, huh?
Yes, a good part of the way because I wanted to think.
Think up the story you've just told me. Well, what do you got to say about this fountain pen we found?
Well, I lost it somewhere today. I don't know where. Captain, I've been framed for this job.
You've heard that excuse from plenty of crooks yourself, haven't you?
Yes, and sometimes it was true.
1 time in 1,000.
Oh, yes, I know that. Captain, the boys gave me the dermal nitrate test right after they brought me in. It proved I haven't fired a gun for days.
You know all the tricks, Ryan. You could beat the nitrate test.
Well, yes, that's so. Well, where do we go from here, sir? I'm not going to confess to something I didn't do.
And you know I won't let my men beat a confession out of you as you beat one out of Waldo.
What's that?
You heard me. I think Waldo told the truth in court. I think your story about his attempted escape was phony.
And you're a cockeyed fool.
I think you're a liar, Ryan, and a cold-blooded murderer.
No man talks to me like that. Let me go, boys. I'll kill him. I'll kill him.
You want to kill again, don't you? Kill, just as you did tonight. When something starts that temper of yours boiling, all you can think of is murder, isn't it?
I get it. And I fell for your act, Captain. I know I've got a temper, but I'm not a murderer.
Take him away, boys. Let him sit in a cell a while and think. Maybe he'll get wise to himself and tell the truth.
Come on, Ryan.
All right. Casey.
Yeah, Mike?
You're not a cop with a cop's way of thinking. Do you believe me?
I think I do, Mike.
Thanks. Let's go to that cell, boys.
You really believe his story, Casey?
Yeah. I think you do too, Logan. You were just putting on an act.
I want to believe it because he's another cop, which makes me unreliable.
Mike's been a tough cop, and a lot of crooks hate his insides. The quarrel in that courtroom today was pretty public, and news travels fast.
Yeah. Mike's threats did provide a swell setup for a frame.
A perfect one for anyone who wanted Freeman and Waldo out of the way.
Plenty of guys headed in for those two rats.
Yeah? Yeah. Well, it's nearly midnight, Logan. I gotta get back to the office and check out and take Annie home.
Yeah, after an hour of the Blue Note.
Sure, that usually finishes up our day for us.
Say, the only time you ever get a bright idea is when you're leaning against that bar. Will you stay there for a couple of hours tonight? Mike Ryan needs a break.
Logan, if he's on the level as we're trying to believe, he'll get his break. Right guys do.
In books written for children.
Anyone ever tell you had a grown-up brain?
Well, I had sense enough not to become a lousy press photographer.
So you became a lousy cop.
Get out of here. I want to think.
What with?
Nuts to you. So long, Mug.
So long, Sap. And nuts to you.
If we could only figure out who stole Ryan's fountain pen, Casey.
Yeah, sure. That's the key to the whole thing, Annie. If the guy's been framed. But some dip might have let it slip out of his pocket. He may have lost it on the street. Somebody picked it up.
Yeah. As soon as you get that ice chop, Joe, go down the cellar and bring up some more club soda. You hear me, Joe? Okay, Applewhite. Oh, gee, I'm tired, Casey. I just had to mix up highballs for a party of 8.
Party of 8 is a pretty young person to be drinking highballs.
Huh?
Nothing.
Oh. Oh, I get it. It's not bad. Not bad at all.
It was terrible.
Not that
Was
bad,
it?
Annie. No.
Yeah, I guess you're right, Miss Wales. You two still puzzling over that murder?
I'm getting nowhere, Ethelbert.
Say, ever since you come in, I meant to tell you and forgot. I heard something funny tonight about them guys who was killed.
What?
I got talking here at the bar with a young fella I know. He's studying to be a lawyer. Bunny Shell, his name is. And he said he sat in on Waldo's trial for a while today, you know, to kind of pick up pointers.
So?
Well, so he said he was very much surprised that Dan Freeman didn't tell the jury about Waldo's alibi.
Well, he would have if the rat had an alibi.
This young fella said he had a dandy.
Oh, now, how did he know?
Well, he'd seen Waldo a lot of times at a bowling alley where he goes to, and he knows Waldo was there at the time he was supposed to be robbing that safe, because Waldo picked a fight with him. Almost.
Hey, wait a minute. He can't be sure.
Sure he's sure.
Well, okay, a good alibi would have gotten Waldo out of jail right after he got in.
The guy Ethelbert talked to is nuts, Annie.
No, he ain't,
He's always talking to
Casey.
nuts.
No, he's a nice fella. Smart, too. He said he got so curious about why no alibi was mentioned at the trial, he went up to the bowling alley and checked. Guys who worked there told him Dan Freeman had come around there after Waldo was arrested and got him to sign papers about him being there at such and such a time. But they didn't hear from him again.
Did he tell you what bowling alley it was?
Yeah, the Acme on 11th Street.
Acme, all right. Annie, come on. We're going to do some checking there.
Why?
It may be Ryan's break.
Oh, I don't get it.
Annie, if this story's true, the whole thing is simple. I'll know who really killed those two guys tonight and why.
Sit down, Mr. Casey.
Thanks, Mr. Alliston.
To what am I indebted for this visit at this hour in the morning?
Are we alone here?
My servants are all in bed, if that's what you mean. Why do you ask?
I think you'd prefer to hear what I have to say alone.
I have no idea of your meaning.
The meaning is money.
Money?
Mm-hmm. Yours. A lot of it.
Talk straight, Mr. Casey.
Okay. I know that you killed Freeman and Waldo tonight and framed Mike Ryan for the job.
You're mad.
Am I? And you killed them, Alliston, because they were cutting themselves in on most of the dough you inherited from your uncle.
Really?
Uh-huh.
You're beginning to interest me. Go on.
Around last Christmas time, you didn't have your uncle's millions. You needed dough. And you figured that a good way to get it was to steal from your own business. So you staged a fake robbery.
This is ridiculous. The police were thoroughly satisfied the robbery was no fake.
Sure, you and Dan Freeman staged it so well. And your description of the thief was sure to result in Waldo's arrest. Do I interest you?
Go on.
Well, to make it look good to the insurance companies, someone had to take a rap for a while. So Waldo was brought into the scheme. He made a confession that he'd robbed your safe after protecting himself with an alibi he never had to use. Your identification of him was just positive enough to hold him, but so unpositive that a jury would acquit him. But these characters double-crossed you. Now they could send you to jail for conniving in the theft of your own insured property. And they're putting the screws on tight now, right?
You seem to be doing the talking.
All right, I'll go on. When it seemed certain that they'd take most of your new insurance in blackmail, your new inheritance, you watched for a chance to double-cross them. Mike Ryan's threats in court gave you that chance. And when you helped me keep him from socking Freeman and Waldo, you slipped his fountain pen out of his pocket. Later, you made the phone call that brought him to the neighborhood of Gleiber's Cafe. You did a smart job, Alliston. Almost smart enough.
And how would you attempt to prove this wild theory?
You've heard about the dermal nitrate test, haven't you?
Dermal nitrate test?
Yeah, that establishes whether a man has fired a gun recently.
Oh, of course.
Freeman and Waldo were shot less than 4 hours ago. The tests applied to the man who shot them would be conclusive. Shall I call the cops and ask them to test you?
You said you came here for money. You're a blackmailer.
Another one, just like Freeman and Waldo, only wiser.
Purely out of curiosity, how much do you want?
$100,000.
You're most conservative.
Which shall it be? The money or the cops?
Neither.
Oh. Why that gun?
You're no smarter than Freeman and Waldo Casey. And I'm going to kill you, too.
And then what happens to you?
This is my house. I surprise a prowler in my home and shoot him, as anyone has a right to do. And the shot I'll fire at you, Casey, will account for the result of any dermal nitrate test. So...
Nice shooting, Logan. You knocked the gun right out of his hand.
Oh, gee, you waited so long, Captain. I was afraid that Casey...
This guy would only have shot Casey if I hadn't got him first, Miss Williams.
My pal, Annie.
You were outside this window all the time, Captain?
Uh-huh. There, Alliston. I put the bracelets on you nice and easy. There isn't a bruise on you or a bump.
I'm going to take a picture of him, Logan. Yeah, that does it. Now no shyster lawyer will convince a jury that Alliston's confession before witnesses was gotten by way of anything but simple kindness.
We'll join the crowd at the Blue Note in just a moment. That 4th of July picnic or fishing trip tomorrow will be a lot more fun if it's topped off with a good cold bottle of beer. And be sure it's beer bottled in the convenient new Anchor Glass one-way, no-deposit bottle. Light as a feather, compact as a watch, amazingly sturdy, these new bottles can be carried easily and safely anywhere. Yet, like ordinary bottles, they hold 12 full ounces. And best of all, Anchor Glass one-way bottles require no deposit, no return to the store. They're made to be thrown away once they've served their purpose. Of course, they're easy to open and safe to drink from. And most important of all, they bring you beer and ale protected by glass. Clean, sanitary glass. Glass that will never impart any foreign flavor. Glass that keeps beer and ale brewery bright. For enjoyable picnics, indoors or out, buy your favorite beer or ale in the new, more convenient Anchor Glass one-way bottle. Product of Anchor Hocking. The most famous name in glass.
Mike Ryan's back on the force, huh, Casey?
Naturally, Ethelbert. Sure.
Mm-hmm. And reinstated, with apologies from the commissioner and Judge Lucas.
There's a couple of things I still don't understand. Why did me telling you about Waldo's alibi give you the big idea that...
Ethelbert, when a crook gets into a jam, the first thing he pulls is an alibi. If he has one, that is. Well, Waldo had one, yet neither he nor his lawyer ever even mentioned it.
No, there had to be a reason.
Sure. The only reason must be that he wanted to be thought guilty of that robbery.
Oh, which was covered by insurance. So they were trying to fool the insurance companies.
That's right. And they'd have no point in doing that unless the insured person, Alliston, was in on the deal. And then, knowing Alliston had inherited big dough, it was a cinch to figure the blackmail angle.
Oh, sure, the whole thing was perfectly simple.
Yeah? Simplicity itself.
Casey, there's a couple of things I still don't understand. Would you mind explaining that again?
Come on, Annie. This is where we came in. Good night, Ethelbert.
Good night. Huh?
Crime Photographer, starring Stotts Cotsworth as Casey, is brought to you each Thursday by the Anchor Hocking Glass Corporation, makers of Fire King Oven Glass, Anchor Glass Containers, Anchor Caps and Closures. All products of Anchor Hocking, the most famous name in glass. Photographer is directed by John Dietz. The original music is by Archie Blyer, and the program features Miss Jan Miner as Anne and John Gibson as Ethelbert. This is Tony Marvin saying goodnight for the Anchor Hocking Glass Corporation of Lancaster, Ohio, with offices in all principal cities of the United States and Canada. Thursday night on CBS is the biggest show in town. So stay tuned for exciting dramatizations on Reader's Digest Radio Edition, which follows immediately over most of these stations. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
First on the scene, Crime Photographer.
Got it. Look for it in the Morning Express.
Columbia brings you another adventure of Casey, Crime Photographer, written by Charles Holden and played by Stotts Cotsworth. Casey, ace cameraman of the Morning Express, covers the crime news of a great city. His adventure for tonight, truth for a 2. The city room of the Morning Express. Downstairs, the big presses are beginning to roll. Over in one corner, Henry Brower, one of the older rewrite men, sits at his desk, staring out of the window into the night. He turns as Casey, ace photographer of the Express, and reporter Ann Williams enter the room.
Hi, Ann.
Hello, Henry.
Hi, Henry. Well, say, what's the matter with you? Looks like you'd lost your last friend.
Yeah.
You look sick, pal.
Oh, no, I'm okay.
Now, what's the matter, Henry?
Oh, I don't know. I got the darndest feeling. It's kind of a fear, Ann. It's like like I'm going to be dying all of a sudden.
Die? What? Oh, come on. You're healthier than a master sergeant. What's eating you, huh?
Oh, I feel all right. It's not that. It's just... Did you ever feel that your number was up, Casey?
Huh?
You're about to check out?
Oh, now, look here, pal. Talk sense. Hey, anybody make any threats on your life?
No.
Your finances in good shape?
Well, no worse than usual. Family my size, my salary.
Yeah. Oh, I never did see how you could keep up, as a matter of fact. Hey, look, could you use $50 till payday?
Oh. No, Casey, thanks. See, you kids are swell, but I'm all right. Shucks, I'm sorry I cried all over you. Forget it, will you?
That's okay, pal. Tell me, it's a funny fear you spoke of. It's got you. It centers around some special person, huh? Am I right?
Yeah.
Well, come on, Henry. You better tell us. It might help. Who is it?
Well, it's nothing I can put my finger on, Ann. It's a fellow I met 3 months ago. He gives me the willies. I wake up in a cold sweat and find out I've been dreaming about him.
Hmm?
Yeah. He's been nice enough to me, too. He saved me a big dental bill, for one thing.
Saved your dental bill? How?
Yeah. Well, he did the work on me himself. He's kind of a research scientist, I guess.
What's his name?
Renat.
Renat, huh?
Yeah. He's got a country home out on River Road.
He's not an accredited dentist, though, is he?
Oh, no. He may have been once, but... I don't know. He's developing some new kind of metal for fillings. He offered to do all my dental work free just to try it out.
You should never have let him monkey with your teeth. Never let anybody but a real dentist do that.
I know, Casey, but... Well, I had a couple of teeth bothering me, and when he offered to fix them up for nothing, I couldn't resist it. Well, he kind of hypnotized me, I guess. He gives me the willies, I tell you.
Henry, do you mind if I look at your teeth?
No, go ahead.
Well, those just look like ordinary silver filling. It's not very skillfully put in at that, Henry. You know, this guy's got no right to go around doing dental work without a certificate. What's his name again?
George Renat.
Well, how'd you meet him, anyhow?
Well, my oldest boy, Rusty, works on a truck and delivers those big steel cylinders of bottled gas. You know the kind the dentists use?
Laughing gas.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, anyway, Rusty took some out to Renat's, and Renat asked him if he knew anyone who wanted to have some free dental work done.
Funny thing to ask.
Well, yeah, it did seem a little screwy, but I had these teeth bothering me, and I was so hard up. Well, Renat seemed all right and said he just wanted a chance to try out his new type of filling. And said not to worry, that he knew dentistry.
I'd like to talk to that phony.
Oh, no, Casey, don't get so upset. There's nothing to do about it now. It's all over. And, well, besides, he made me promise not to tell anyone.
Well, no wonder. There are laws about unlicensed guys doing things like that. He could get plenty.
Now, this fear of Renat you got hanging over you, how do you explain that, huh, Henry?
Oh, that's just me. Nerves, I guess. I've had a lot on my mind. Bills and... You know.
Yeah. Well, look, why don't you sort of lay low for a day or two until you feel more like yourself. Stick around the office as much as you can, and if you do go out, don't go alone.
Hey, what's in the back of your mind, Casey?
Nothing. Yeah. As long as you feel low, just keep among friends, okay?
Well, all right. You know, I feel a little better already.
Good.
Yeah, Well, I'll see you later.
Yeah, so long, Henry.
Bye,
So
Henry.
long.
Bye.
Take care of yourself. He is really tied up in bow knots, isn't he?
Say so, Annie. You know something? Just twice in my life, I've had guys talk to me like that. And inside of a month, both those guys were dead.
Dead?
Yes, sir. Annie, the human mind is a very funny thing. Another thing, this friend of Henry's, guys that aren't dentists, don't just go around denting or whatever you call it just for the fun of it. They've got a motive. Annie, I smell something very screwy here. Hello, Casey speaking.
Hello, Casey. Logan.
Well, Logan. What's the good word from your homicide department today?
Now, listen, you know a guy named Henry Brower who works here at the Express?
What's happened? Did he disappear?
Yeah.
Jumping Jesus.
His wife called headquarters here. He didn't come home all last night.
Yeah?
We've had an alert on him for over an hour. Hey, how'd you know he disappeared?
Well, he told me last night he had a feeling he was going to...
Oh, that's how it is, huh? Well, the bum took a powder, he walked out.
No, Logan, no, he didn't.
Don't tell me. Brower's got $3,000 in outstanding bills around
That
town.
doesn't make any
He
difference.
did a fade trying to duck payments, that's all.
You're nuts, Logan. He's the right guy.
Right guys don't do things like that,
But I
Casey.
tell you, Henry's got a wife and 4 kids.
Well, does that make it any better? Oh, he's done a fade, I tell you.
Sure, somebody didn't do him in.
Well, we'll check on that, but nobody had a motive. He was just an unimportant little guy. I say he got sick of it all, and that's how I'm going to play it. Okay, Casey, if you hear anything, get in touch with me, will you?
Yeah. Logan, I will. Okay.
We'll catch up with him. Bye.
Right. So the little guy's premonition was right at that.
Wow. How are you two?
Hi, Ethelbert.
Hi.
What brings you two here in the glare of the noonday sun, huh?
Why, Ethelbert. You know Casey can't think straight anywhere but here at the Blue Note. And besides, it's nice and cool.
You want something? You don't, do you, this hour of the day?
No, I don't. Maybe a beer. Yeah, give me a beer.
You can fix me an orange juice, Ethelbert, if that won't cost you your professional standing.
It's not a bad joke, Miss Williams. Not bad.
Why, thank you.
Say, speaking of jokes, did you hear that new radio comic last night?
Oh, no.
I almost died laughing. All through his program, he kept saying, so-and-so spelled backwards is so-and-so. Like once he said, we will now hear from our all-girl orchestra. Girls, make with the music. And remember, folks, music spelled backwards is C-I-S-U-M. Kiss him. You get it, Casey?
Do I get it? Good. Corn spelled backwards is Narok, I guess. Well, now, how about my beer?
Okay. Here's your beer. What's the trouble, pal?
He is thinking, Ethelbert, about the process of getting teeth filled.
What's the matter, Casey? You got a toothache?
No, I got a headache, Ethelbert. Very good friend of mine, Henry Brower, has disappeared.
Oh, I know, Henry. You say he disappeared?
Sure has.
Yeah.
Well, how?
We don't know. Just dropped out of sight, that's all.
And we've got next to nothing to go on.
Nothing but my hunch that a quack that filled his teeth may have got something to do with this case.
A dentist?
Well, he isn't a dentist, Ethelbert. That's just it. He's some kind of a tin-horn scientist. Maybe a nut, maybe he's a crook, maybe both. I don't know. He did this dental work for Henry for free.
Who is this amateur tooth carpenter? What's his name?
A fellow named Renat. Lives out on the River Road.
Why don't you go out and see him, Casey?
That is definitely my plan, pal. I've got to do a little groundwork first.
Police headquarters?
Yeah. I suppose I had to look over their files. I don't know quite where to start, though. Logan has decided that Henry simply took a powder and scrammed it. So, you know Logan. When his mind gets made up, it's like a sealed tomb.
Why does Logan always have to act like such a goof?
Maybe he'll be different this time. Remember, folks, goof spelled backwards is food.
Oh, Ethelbert, look, for Pete's sake, can that silly... Hey, wait a minute.
What's the matter?
Annie. I got it. Look, I got it.
You got what?
Well, I've got something to start on anyway. It really took that crazy gag to start my brain working. Goof spelled backwards is spook. Ethelbert, what time is it?
Just noon.
Noon, eh?
Yeah, but remember, folks, noon spelled backwards is... Huh? N-O-O-N.
Yeah, Casey, that's the Tanner case you're thinking of. Colorado in 1931.
1931, yep, that's it. I remember it well, Logan. This guy Tanner was a cattleman. He was robbed, and then he was trampled to death by his own herd cattle, right?
Yep. And there was never any solution to the robbery. Yeah, that's it. Well, what's that got to do with Henry Brower's disappearance?
Well, don't look now, but I got one of my hunches, Logan. Two cases tie up beautifully.
Oh, Casey, I think you're nuts. You and your hunches. Henry Brower ran away, I tell you. He's trying to beat his creditors.
Logan, I tell you, Henry wouldn't do a thing like that. All right, now I'm going to find him. That guy is in trouble. I bet he could use a bit of help right now. Here, Fay. Take the candle.
Where is he, Renat? I don't see him.
In the corner of the cellar there. Come on. Well, Mr. Brower, how do you feel? Funny, but with that gag on your puss, I don't understand a word you say. Hey, don't try to struggle. You're tied up pretty well, you know.
What'll you do if he dies, George? He doesn't look so good.
So much the better. Now, take that gag out of his mouth.
What are you going to do?
Ask him a few questions. Come on, take it off.
Okay. There.
Water.
Shut up, you.
What are you going to do to me?
Well, sucker, tomorrow is your last day.
You can't do that. I never did anything to you, please, Renat. I've got a wife and 4 kids. You can't...
Shut up, I say.
Give me just a little water.
I'll get him some, Fay. There's a glass by the laundry tub.
Okay.
Water, please.
You know what the police are saying about you, Henry?
No, what?
Well, they say that you disappeared because you owe so many bills.
Here's the water.
Now, Henry, I'll hold it for you right at your lips. Please. But before you drink, I've got one little question I want answered. Did you ever tell anyone about my fixing your teeth for you?
No.
Not even that son of yours, Rusty?
I did what you said. He never knew I came out here after that first time.
And nobody knows, huh?
Nobody. Please give me some water. Please give me...
Sure.
Yes, please.
I learned what I want to know, Fay. I'll put the gag back.
Oh, no.
Don't worry, sucker. Tomorrow it'll be all over. Come on, Kay.
George, do you think he did tell anyone?
No, I'm sure he didn't. I've had that guy scared to death ever since he first came out here.
Listen, darling, nothing can go wrong, can it?
Don't worry, ain't a chance, babe, because this time I'm taking no chances at all.
Oh, I hate the suspense. But I suppose this job will put us on easy street for the rest of our lives, huh?
That's right, baby. For the rest of our lives.
Gee, Mr. Casey, do you suppose the cops are right? Do you think Dad just ran away?
No, Rusty, I don't. I think somebody's doing him dirt, and that's why I came to you. Now, you're willing to string along with me, are you?
Sure, Mr. Casey. Gee, I'll do anything to find Dad.
Good. All right, I got to start somewhere, Rusty. Your dad seemed to have a strange sort of fear of this fellow Renat.
Why, he hardly knew him. Just that once when he went out there with me. And besides, why would he want to hurt my dad?
It's a funny world, Rusty. Sometimes we don't know. All right, now we got to work fast. You got it straight, what I want you to do?
I can't go wrong. The nitrous oxide tanks have a blue label marked N2O.
Uh-huh.
The air tanks always have just the green label.
Good kid. And I can depend on you?
I'll deliver them out there in an hour. There we are, Mr. Renat. There's your regular replacement on the bottled gas. I'm a little ahead of schedule, but I can't always get out here in the country.
That's all right. I use that gas in my experiments almost daily. Hey, by the way, is your father turned up yet?
No, we haven't heard a thing from him.
Oh, that's terrible. Well, he's probably just up on a log somewhere, huh? I'm sure it'll work out all right.
Yeah, Mr. Renat. I think maybe it will.
Okay, Annie. That's Renat's house right over there. Now, look, you just stay right in the car. Don't make a sound. And don't get upset or anything like that.
Casey, if your hunch is right, Renat's a dangerous man. I wish you wouldn't go in there alone.
Never mind. I can take care of myself. Look, if I don't come out in half an hour, beat it to the nearest farmhouse and telephone Logan right away.
Will you let me go with you?
No, I gotta play this alone, Annie. Now, don't you worry. I'll be careful.
We'll see that you do. Good luck.
Okay, honey.
Yes?
Does Mr. Renat live here?
Who are you?
I'm a friend of Henry Brower. He sent me out here.
You've been talking to him?
Yeah, you see, miss, I got a toothache, something awful. He told me that Mr. Renat might kind of fix me up.
Just a minute, please. Wait right out there in the porch, will you?
Yeah, okay.
George.
Yeah, baby? Who
Some
is it?
guy. You know, he says that he knows Henry Brower, and Henry sent him here.
Henry sent him? Ah, you're crazy.
I tell you, he said Henry Brower sent him.
Huh. Does he look like a copper?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, George, don't let anything happen.
Don't worry. Nothing's going to happen. Yeah, he might be a plant from the police. I'd better see him.
Be careful, George. Please be careful.
Don't worry. By the way, what do he want?
He says that Henry told him that he could get a tooth fixed out here.
Oh, he did, huh?
Yeah.
Let me doing his work. I'll make him pay for that. Okay, Faye. There's only one way to play it. Get this guy in here. I'll promise to fix his tooth, give him gas, and I'll knock him off.
Do you have to?
Oh, we can't lose a nerve now.
Oh, but darling.
Get him in here, I say.
Okay. Won't you come in?
Yeah, thanks. Mr. Renat, I got a little toothache here. I was wondering if you could fix me up. Why don't you go to a dentist? Well, they're not open at night. Oh. Things started acting up, and I suddenly thought of you. Yeah? Yeah, Henry Brower told me about you. But I don't do that sort of thing. Don't kid me now. I've heard of the black market, even in dentistry, eh, Renat? I'm not a dentist, I tell you. Oh, I know you're not a licensed one, but you could help me out. I got a really terrible toothache here. It's awful. Well, all right, Mr. Casey. Oh, Mr. Casey. Come on into my lab. Maybe I can't fix that tooth for you.
Right this way, please.
Yeah, thank you very much. Now, if you'll just sit in the chair there, huh? Oh, just a plain chair, huh? Yeah, that's right. I told you I wasn't a dentist. You'll have to put up with what I have. Now, tell me, where's the tooth that hurts? Gee, I don't really know exactly. It's sort of a general ache all down the side. Don't worry, I'll find it. There it is. That hurts. Afraid I'll have to give you gas. Huh? Does that hurt? No, not in the least. Here, just adjust this over your nose. Like this? Okay. Yeah. Fine. Turn it on, Faye. Now breathe deeply, Mr. Casey. In just a few moments, you won't be able to remember a thing. He's a phony, all right. He hasn't got a cavity in his head. His teeth are perfect.
I thought so. Is he unconscious?
He ought to be. I've given him up for 10 men. You know, I think he's wise to it.
Oh, George, I knew this was risky.
We should never have tried it again. We got away with it in Colorado, but well, because you picked a nobody for the fall guy. But it isn't working out this time.
Don't worry. This Casey is probably a friend of Henry Brower who got suspicious of me when Henry disappeared. Probably just came out to investigate. Well, we'll soon fix that. We'll just get rid of Mr. Casey.
But how?
I think a little of that hypodermic of my own special formula there will do it. Yeah, there's one ready in the cabinet.
But you don't want two bodies to be found here after the fire.
Oh, brother, it's going to work out all right, Fay. We'll get rid of this lug tonight. Burn the house down tomorrow. We'll find Mr. Brower's body, whose dental work I fixed to exactly match my own. They'll identify him as me. You collect my insurance and meet me inside of 6 months in Havana. Everything just as we planned.
I only hope we get away with it, that's all.
We will, don't worry. Now, give him some more gas.
Aren't you afraid you'll smother me?
Why? What? You can't do that.
No, you don't, you slimy rat.
George, okay. Drag him.
Oh, my arm. There. Guess that'll teach you, Mr. Tanner.
Tanner?
Oh, you freak. My arm. You don't deny you're Tanner? Colorado, 1931. You're crazy. Ow. All right. I'm Tanner. Let me go. All right, now, Tanner, where's Henry?
I'll talk. He's in the cellar.
Is he alive?
Yeah, we haven't hurt him.
He's alive.
He better be.
Pick him up, you two. Now, come on, Reed.
Logan.
Oh, Casey, you all right?
Oh, sure, Annie. I'm all right, sure.
When you went inside, I couldn't wait half an hour. I just drove up to the next farmhouse and called Logan.
Yeah, I got here as fast as I could. Well, Logan, my hunch was right.
I know. We followed you in. We were right outside the lab door.
Then you hurt?
Every word. Believe me, it'll be used against you.
We're gone, as Fay. You'd better not talk.
That's more like it. All right, keep him covered, Logan. I'm going down to get Henry.
Oh, Casey. It's great to return to the land of the living.
Yeah, from which Renat and Fay will soon be departing. Ethelbert, my fine feathered friend, the same, please.
And the drinks are still on me tonight.
You know, Henry is feeling much better.
I noticed that.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Coming up.
Thank
You know, Casey, I still don't see how you pinned this whole thing on Renat. How did you?
Well, Ethelbert, I tell you, I was naturally suspicious of a non-dentist doing all that fancy dental work. You know, there's only one sure way to check on the identity, if you'll pardon the expression, Henry, of a well-burned corpse.
Yeah, I nearly was just that, too.
Yeah.
Oh,
What
brother.
this guy was doing was building himself a case, you see. He made over Henry's dental work to match his own. You see, Tanner tried that trick once before in Colorado, and he got away with it. He dressed some poor guy in his clothes, killed him, and then made it look as though he himself had been trampled to death in a stampede.
Then he studied dentistry, huh? But, Casey, when you was in the lab there taking that gas, what'd you do? Hold your breath?
Rusty worked that one out. He switched labels on the gas he delivered. I just pretended to be unconscious, Ethelbert. You know me. I was never unconscious. I was breathing plain air all the time. The only way I could think of to get a confession out of him.
Oh, but how'd you ever connect this bloke up with that case in Colorado? How'd you know he was Tanner?
Well, this really is going to kill me to admit it, Ethelbert, but it was when you were doing all that backward talk, you remember? And remember, folks, Renat, spelt backwards, is...
P-A-N-N-E-R. Well, how do you like that? Tanner. Tanner? Yeah, Tanner. Well, I'll be doggone.
You've been listening to Crime Photographer, written by Charles Holden and based on the fictional character of Flash Gun Casey, created by George Harmon Cox. Casey is played by Stotts Cotsworth and Anne by Miss Leslie Woods. Original music composed and conducted by Archie Blyer. And the Blue Note pianist is Herman Chittison. Crime Photographer is produced by John Dietz and directed tonight by Rocco Tito. Crime Photographer will be heard again next Monday at this same time, after which it will return to the air Thursday, August 8th at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time under commercial sponsorship. This is Bob Hyde inviting you to join us again next Monday at this same time for another fast-moving adventure with Casey, Crime Photographer. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
The Anchor Hocking Glass Corporation brings you Crime Photographer.
Hey, Ethelbert.
Oh, hello, Casey.
What's Tony Marvin worrying about over there?
Why, he's writing a holiday poem. And he's stuck for something to rhyme with Christmas stocking.
But, Ethelbert, are you kidding?
Certainly not. Oh, you mean
Anchor
Hocking.
Oh, gee, fellas, that's wonderful. Anchor Hocking, a great name in glass. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Tony Marvin. Every week at this time, the Anchor Hocking Glass Corporation of Lancaster, Ohio, and its more than 10,000 employees bring you another adventure of Casey, Crime Photographer, ace cameraman who covers the crime news of a great city. Written by Alonzo Dean Cole. Our adventure for tonight, Christmas shopping. Late afternoon, a crowded aisle in one of our city's largest department stores. Making slow headway through the jostling shoppers are...
Casey, I've never seen the store so crowded.
We say that every year during the week before Christmas, Annie. Where are you taking me now, huh?
Well, you haven't anything for your Aunt Harriet yet, so I thought we'd look at umbrellas. They're on this side of the store somewhere.
Yeah. Annie, look, you can pick up a much nicer umbrella for Aunt Harriet than I can. I trust your judgment, absolutely, Annie. So suppose
I shop for all the uninteresting items while you go up to the toy department and watch the electric trains again.
Well, you know I've still got to pick up a few more things for my sister's kids, Annie.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Annie, wait a minute. Hang on to your pocketbook. Keep an eye on that little guy in the black overcoat just ahead of us.
Who?
That's Fingers Fogarty, one of the best-known dips in the city.
Pickpocket?
Yep. Shove through this mob a little faster, Annie. Now keep him in sight. I think he's closing in on a prospect.
You mean he's made up his mind about whose pocket he's going to pick?
Sure. Smart dips like Fingers don't dive into just anybody's pocket. They hang around bars and wait for some guy to flash a roll, and they tail him. And if he gets into a crowd like this... Look, Fogarty's doing his stuff now, Annie.
No.
Yeah. That big fat guy he just bumped into. Fingers took a wallet from his inside pocket.
Well, I didn't see him.
Neither did the fat guy. Fingers is a smooth worker. Come on. He'll feel very badly when we stop his special brand of Christmas shopping, but pocket picking is considered antisocial. I've got to get Mr. Fogarty.
Well, he squeezed through the crowd. I can't see him anymore.
Neither can I.
Look, Casey, yell out for somebody to stop him.
Oh, well, I yell, stop thief.
Well, you can't let him get away.
He won't get away. Every cop in this precinct knows Fingers. He'll be picked up quick after a charge is brought against him. I'll help that guy who lost his wallet bring the charge.
Yes,
too.
if you appear as a witness.
I will.
There's the fat man.
Excuse me, mister. Something happened to you a minute ago that I don't think you know about.
What do you mean?
Your pocket was picked.
My pocket?
Yeah. A little guy bumped into you, and as he did, I saw his hand go into your inside pocket and come out with a wallet. Well, I happen to know who he is, and when you report your loss to the cops, I'll be glad
You're mistaken, mister. I didn't lose my wallet.
Huh? I'm sure.
I'm more sure.
I tell you, I saw him.
When a guy sees something that couldn't be seen, he's either goofy or drunk. On your way, fella.
Well, I'll be...
Good thing you didn't get your hands on Fingers Fogarty. He could have
this?
plastered you with a nice suit for false arrest.
And I know he took a wallet from that fat guy's pocket. I was watching every move that Fingers made.
Well, I was watching him, too, and I didn't see him take anything, and that fat man says he didn't lose a wallet, so...
Okay, I'm goofy or drunk.
Or maybe you only need glasses.
Well, I do after this. Several glasses. Let's head for the Blue Note.
You and Casey get your Christmas shopping done this afternoon, Miss Williams?
Well, I accomplished quite a lot, Ethelbert, but not Casey. He got sore, and after that, nothing would please him.
What'd you get sore about, pal?
Nothing.
Oh, he had a little eye trouble.
Oh, gee, that's too bad. Did you see spots floating in front of you, Casey?
My eyes are okay. Now fill that glass up again, Ethelbert, and don't ask so many silly
right.
questions.
Mine too, Ethelbert.
Right away, Miss Williams.
Oh, now, Casey, don't you think it's about time you snapped out of your grouch?
Well,
It's pretty silly to get yourself all burned up just because you made a mistake.
I didn't make a mistake, Annie. Fingers Fogarty took a wallet from that fat guy's pocket. What burns me up is I didn't find out why the fat guy denied it.
Well, how could you have found out?
Oh, I don't know. But I'm supposed to be a newspaper guy, Annie. Why, we may have missed a story with pictures.
Here's your refreshment, folks.
Oh, thanks, Ethelbert.
Say, have you stopped into your office since you finished shopping?
Say, bartender, who's the boss here?
Well, what do you want?
You want to buy a nice Christmas tree?
You got some nice ones?
A wagon full of them, fresh from Nova Scotia.
Let's see one.
Well, I'll be right back.
Say, Casey, have you two stopped in at your office since you finished your shopping?
Certainly not. This is our day off.
Then you ain't heard the big news yet.
What? Big news?
One of your police reporters, Jake Birkin, was in a few minutes ago and tipped me off about it. Gee, he was all excited.
What happened, Ethelbert?
About half an hour ago, the cops arrested the kidnapper and murderer of Gregory Walters.
They did?
Where?
Well, where'd they get him?
Well, like you know, before the Walters family paid over that $50,000 ransom to the kidnapper, the FBI made a list of the serial numbers on the bills, which they circulated all over the country.
Of course, we know all that, Ethelbert.
How's this tree, mister? Nice and bushy, huh?
Let's see one a little taller.
A little taller, okay.
Ethelbert, will you tell us about that kidnapper?
Oh, I'm getting to it.
Come on.
Well, a guy walks into a tavern over on 36th Street tonight, orders a drink, and hands a barkeep a $20 bill with one of them hot numbers on it. The barkeep checks the number, calls a cop, and when the cop searched the guy, he found about $500 more of the ransom dough in his pockets.
Well, Ethelbert, who is the guy who had the ransom dough? The cops identified him yet?
Well, they knew him as soon as they laid eyes on him.
But Ethelbert, who is he? Please.
Hey, is this tree big enough, mister?
Let's see. Well, let's see one a little thicker around the bottom.
Thicker around the bottom.
Ethelbert, will you please
Casey
tell
and
us?
I know him. He's always been a small-time crook, and I was surprised to learn he was mixed up with anything so big as kidnapping and murder.
Oh, say, will you tell us?
I am telling you. It's that little runt, Fingers Fogarty.
Fingers Fogarty?
Yeah, the dip.
He had Walter's ransom dough on him?
About $500, just like I said. Naturally, Fingers denies having anything to do with the kidnapping. He said he lifted the dough out of the pocket of a guy who was Christmas shopping in S.J. Franken's department store.
Franken's?
Around 4 o'clock this afternoon.
Casey Franken.
And that fat guy denied he's been robbed.
Do you think he was the
Oh, I
one?
can't see Fingers as a kidnapper. He's always been just a slimy little sneak thief.
Hey, what's this about a fat guy, Casey?
Annie, come on. We're going to tell Logan what happened in Franken's.
Well, what did happen,
Well, never
Casey?
mind. You'll hear it later, Ethelbert. So long.
So long.
Hey, is this one big enough for you, mister?
I tell them two a whole complete news story in 2 short words, then they run off and leave me out on a limb.
What limb? Too big?
Oh, you? Oh, no, we've got to have a really big tree.
So you think Fingers Fogarty may be just the victim of circumstances, Casey? Circumstances peculiar to his profession.
Miss Williams and I have told you what happened, Logan. You can add it up.
Captain, have you got anything on Fogarty outside of the $500 found in his pocket?
Not yet, Miss Williams. The joint he lives in is being searched, but we don't think he was chump enough to hide the rest of his ransom money there.
Well, if he lifted the 5 C's from that fat guy, he has no rest of the dough to hide.
Now, look, Casey. Fingers Fogarty knows you pretty well, doesn't he?
Yeah, sure, he knows me, certainly.
Now, hasn't it occurred to you that he may have put on an act for your benefit?
I don't get you.
Now, let's assume that Fingers is the real kidnapper. It's been over a year since the ransom money was paid. Fingers has been careful. He hasn't tried to pass any of the $50,000 because he knows it's red hot. But now he figures the heat has died down, so he sends up a trial balloon.
How do you mean trial balloon?
Well, he's got a record as a dip, Miss Williams. He figures if he gets caught passing that dough, we'll believe that he lifted the money from a guy's pocket. And to cinch it, he acts like he's lifting it from a guy's pocket while Casey is watching him. He picked you for his star witness, pal.
Logan, Hasn't it occurred to you that the fat guy might have been sending up that trial balloon?
Huh? What do you mean?
Assume the fat guy is the real kidnapper. And he wants to know how safe it is to pass those ransom bills. He knows that Fingers is a pickpocket. Well, he goes to one of the little runt's hangouts and flashes a roll in front of him. And then he leaves the joint, saunters into a crowded store where it'll be easy for Fingers to work, and Fingers does exactly what's expected of him.
That's a reasonable theory, Captain.
Why, sure. If Fingers gets caught passing that dough, the kidnapper learns about it from the papers and continues to let the money cool off. Also, Fingers has a long record. You cops won't believe anything he tells you. You'll tag him as the Walters kidnapper, which will leave the real one sitting pretty. The only thing the real kidnapper didn't figure was that someone might see Fingers take his wallet.
Well, maybe you got something there, Casey. You and Miss Williams have never seen that fat guy before?
No, but we'll know him if we see him again, though.
Definitely.
Your description might fit 1,000 guys in this town. I want you two to go up to the record room and look at some pictures we've got in the files.
Oh, great. That'll only take us about 4 or 5 hours, Logan.
Oh, Casey. And this was to have been our night off.
Perhaps you'll forgive this last-minute reminder, but there are now exactly 4 more shopping days until Christmas. That means a very real problem to those of us who like to put things off, as who doesn't? Is there anyone you've overlooked? Anyone to whom you want to give something beautiful, practical, and inexpensive? Well, you'll find the answer in Fire King oven glass. Whether it's a single Fire King casserole or an entire set of Fire King oven glass, prices are unbelievably low, and it'll take a minimum of shopping time at your favorite chain, variety, hardware, or department store. So remember, with housekeeping a real problem in this post-war era, Fire King oven glass is a gift that makes it easier in so many ways, because Fire King makes foods go farther and enables you to turn leftovers into delicious main courses. Fire King oven glass is a product of Anchor Hocking. A great name in glass.
I don't recognize any picture here, Logan.
Oh, me either. Oh, golly. Captain, why don't you have some good-looking crooks in your files? I'm going to have nightmares looking at pictures of so many ugly men.
You should see the women.
Logan, you know, there's one picture here that bothers me. It resembles the guy a lot, but well, look at the description that goes with it.
Nick Pensa, Woolstock Prison, discharged 1944, armed robbery. Age 30, height 5 feet. Well, you said your fat guy was a 6-footer and at least 45 years old.
Yeah. He weighed a good 250 plus, too. This Nick Pence's weight has given us only 135.
Well, they can't be the same man, then.
No, not a chance. It's funny, though, there is a resemblance.
Well, we need more than that. Let's all go home and get some sleep.
Me for that.
Me, too. I'm so tired I can't think.
I'm falling over. I'll murder anybody who wakes me up before noon tomorrow. Oh, no, thank you. No, thanks. Oh. Hello.
Morning, Annie.
Who's this?
Wake up, kid. It's Casey.
Casey. Oh, Casey.
Yeah, Casey, you remember me, don't you?
Yes, I do, and it's only 9 o'clock, and what is the big idea?
Annie, look. I think I know where to look for that fat guy.
You do?
I certainly do. The old bean wasn't working last night. But when I woke up a few minutes ago, I had it. The strong resemblance between that young half-pint crook, Nick Pensa, and our big, fat, 45-year-old guy can't be just coincidental, Annie. They must be relatives, maybe brothers.
Go
Well,
on.
I've looked in the phone book and found only one Pensa listed, John Pensa, contractor, who lives and does business out on Dudley Road. I thought you might like to drive out there with me and see what John Pensa looks like.
Why don't you have the cops go out and look at him?
Annie, you're not awake yet. Only you and I can identify that fat guy. Besides, if you and I find him, Annie, we get an exclusive. The cops are in on it. Every paper in town will have
Well,
it.
I'm awake now, all right. Where'll I meet you?
I'll be outside your door with a car in 15 minutes.
Casey, I've got to dress.
We'll make it a half an hour then.
We'll make it a full hour and no sooner.
Well, what are you going to dress? Yourself or a Christmas tree? Listen, Annie, I can bathe, shave, and get into my clothes in 10 minutes.
I put on underwear. Goodbye.
We're getting close to that address, Annie.
Yeah. This isn't a very attractive neighborhood.
No. John Pence, a contractor, can't be much of a concern.
And John Pence, a contractor, may be no relation whatever to the Nick Pensa in the police files.
The name's very unusual, Ann. I have a hunch.
Uh-oh. There's the place.
Yep. I'll stop here so we can look the joint over.
Well, there's a concrete garage attached to the house with a good-sized truck inside and room for another.
Concrete mixer in the workyard.
Oh, Casey, established businessmen don't go in for kidnapping. I think we're on a wild goose chase.
Annie, that guy coming out of the garage.
What about him? He's just a skinny little...
Annie, you need glasses and a more photographic memory.
He's the man of that police picture.
Of course, Nick Pensa. Now I know my hunch was right.
He's looking over here.
Well, he's never seen us before, but I'll get rolling anyway.
Now, how can we find out if he has a fat brother?
Well, drop into one of these neighborhood stores and make a few inquiries.
Then what?
Well, how can I tell until I find out what I hope to find out? Annie, you're the darndest girl for asking questions. You really are. You ought to stop there. Well, we'll stop here. We'll go into this little drugstore right here. The druggist usually knows everybody in the neighborhood. Come on.
Okay, but I think it would be simpler and more sensible to make inquiries at the precinct police station.
I don't want the cops in on this until we know where we stand. Here, let me do the talking.
It's your party, wise guy. You handle everything.
What can I do for you young people?
Hello, Pop. We're going to have, what kind of ice cream soda do you want, Annie?
If I must have an ice cream soda, chocolate.
Chocolate. Same for me.
2 chocolate sodas.
That's right. Oh, by the way, I'm looking for a party in this neighborhood by the name of Pensa. I imagine you know the family well.
Pensa?
Yeah.
Never heard the name before.
You never heard of it?
Change my order to raspberry.
Yes, miss. 1 raspberry. I'm just a stranger here. Come down from upstate to handle this place while my son's away hunting. Maybe my granddaughter can tell you what you want to know. Say, Katie,
Yes, Grandpa?
come here. Fella's looking for a party by the name of Penner.
Penner?
No, not Penner, Pensa.
Oh, I know the Pences. All of them.
You do? That's swell.
Mr. Pence lives down the street.
Uh-huh.
Over his office. He's a contractor.
What's he look like? Is he,
Mr. Pence is short and skinny, and his first name's Nick.
well, Nick Pensa's not the contractor.
Yes, he is. Ever since he got out of prison a couple of years ago.
You say somebody's gone to prison, Katie?
No, Grandpop. They've come out.
That serves him right then.
The man's reformed now.
Oh, that's bad, very bad.
Grandpop's a little deaf.
Yeah, I can see that. Sister, I understand that my friend, Nick, has a brother or a cousin.
No.
Maybe an uncle?
No.
Here's the sodas. Who gets the raspberry?
He does.
Here you are, mister.
Thanks.
And Mr. Casey, you have earned it.
Sister, you mean Mr. Nick Pensa has no relatives at all?
He's got a sister and a nephew.
Oh, that's a great help.
How old's the nephew? About 10?
No, ma'am. It's the funniest thing. Mr. Gus Pence is a lot older than his uncle.
Huh?
Mr. Gus is Mr. Nick's partner, I think. And he comes in here all the time.
What does Mr. Gus Pensa look like?
Well, he's tall and fat, and in the face he looks like Mr. Nick.
Annie, give me that chocolate. You take the raspberry.
Here's Mr. Gus now.
Oh, Casey.
He's our fat guy.
Mr. Gus, these people were just asking about you. They're friends of Mr. Nick.
Oh, that's bad.
Is that so?
He recognizes us, Casey.
Yeah.
Wasn't it lucky I dropped in here when I did to find friends of Nick's? Grandpop, go back to your back room and put me up 2 bits worth of turpentine.
2 bits worth of turpentine?
Go along and help him, Sissy. He can never find anything.
I'll show him, Mr. Gus.
So you two were asking about me.
You've been told that we were.
I noticed a car outside with a press sign on it. Yours?
Yeah.
And you were looking for me because of what you happened to see in Franken's yesterday.
If I said no, you wouldn't believe me.
Right. This hand in my pocket has a gun in it, mister. So do exactly as I tell you.
Okay.
Remember, and don't pull anything.
Here's a bottle of Terps.
Thanks, Grandpa. Here's your 2 bits.
Come on with me, folks. You said you wanted to pay Nick a visit.
Casey.
We got no choice, Annie.
Right. So long, Grandpop.
Hey, ain't you folks going to finish your sodas?
No, we lost our appetites.
You didn't take even a sip of your raspberry, mister.
That's what you think, sister.
Get into your car. Both in the front seat. You drive, fella. I'll sit in back with this gat.
Where'll I drive to?
Just down the street to Nick's place, mine. He and I are partners in everything. And he'll be tickled to see old friends. Turn into the workyard and park in our garage. And next to the truck there.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Now what do we do?
You and your boyfriend don't do anything, lady. And to make sure you don't,
You hit Casey with your gun.
and you get the shape. That'll keep the two of you quiet for a while. Nick! Nick!
Yeah? What do you want, Gus?
Come into the garage, quick.
Okay. Whose car you got in there?
You'll see. Come inside and help me close these doors.
Okay. There. What's the idea?
Take a look inside this car.
Who's the guy and the dame?
They're the two I told you about last night. Saw that dip take the hot dough from my pocket. They got wise to the layout and located us.
They police?
No. These two are newspaper mugs. I figure they were making this play on their own, so we got to take care of them.
We can't bump them off here.
We can. We do it nice, clean, and quiet. Get those big spools of adhesive tape from the house.
What are you going to do?
You'll see. Get that tape.
Yeah. Got the gal all tied up, Gus.
And help me with this guy.
Yeah.
Wrap some more tape around his ankles.
Okay. Yeah. He's fixed now and solid.
All right. Now climb into that truck and start the motor, Nick.
Oh, the carbon monoxide treatment, huh?
Yeah. Nice, clean, and quiet. You just lock them in this closed garage to breathe the gas. Tonight, when it's dark, we get rid of their bodies in their car. Start the motor.
Ann, I worked the tape off my mouth against that fender. Nod your head if you're okay, kid. Good. I'm going to try to pull the adhesive tape off your wrists with my teeth. I'm getting lightheaded. Gas is beginning to work. I got the tape. Now pull and turn your wrists. Pull more, Annie. There, that did it. Your hands are free. Pull the tape off your mouth now.
Casey, the gas.
Keep your head down low, kid. Try to hold on.
I will.
Pull this tape off my hands.
You better let me free my ankles first so I can get to that truck and shut off the motor.
No. Free my hands. Those two guys may be just outside where they can hear.
Yes, but if it keeps on running, we'll...
If it doesn't keep on running, we'll have no second chance like this. Free my hands.
All right. I've got the end loose.
Pull now. There, does it. Now, unwind your ankles while I get this stuff off of mine.
What good will it do us? We can't get out of here.
We'll get out. Don't breathe, Judy.
This
Get out.
garage is solid concrete. And I heard them lock those heavy doors when they went out. So...
I've got my ankles free. Now, hang on, kid. I'm picking you up.
What are you going to do?
I'm putting you in this truck.
This truck? Why?
It's taking us out of here. Keep your head down.
Okay.
I'm driving through those doors.
Oh, Casey, we're through. It's pure air.
Wait a minute, look. Also, those two Pensa guys, they heard us.
Yes, and they have guns, too. Step on the gas, Casey. Drive past them. Let's get away.
I can't.
You can. What's the matter?
Stall the motor. Duck, they're shooting.
Oh, why are they running away? They're getting into that car.
They're going to try to get away, If I can only get this motor started again. That did it. Now, come on.
Casey, don't drive toward their car. They'll stop.
I'm driving into their car. This 10-ton truck does a nice job when it hits a tin can like
Oh, Casey. My nerves will never be the same again.
that. I'll never recognize mine either. Come on, let's call City Desk. Get the cops out here so we can get to the Blue Note. I need another pair of glasses. The kind you fill.
Recently, in a big eastern city, a group of trained men and women called on thousands of housewives and asked this simple question. What kind of container do you prefer for the foods you buy? An overwhelming majority of housewives said they preferred to buy food packed in glass. Among them were a great many mothers of small children, and by a ratio of more than 8 to 1, these mothers said they insisted on prepared baby foods packed in glass. They gave many reasons, as you might expect, but here are the 3 reasons mentioned most frequently. First, glass lets you see what you buy before you buy it. Second, you can heat, serve, and store leftover portions of prepared baby food in the same glass container. And third, these young mothers agreed that sterilized glass containers are cleaner and more sanitary. You can buy an increasing number of the better brands of food packed in glass, and all of the better brands of prepared baby food come to you in Anchor glass containers sealed with tamper-proof Anchor vacuum caps. Both products of Anchor Hocking. A great name in glass.
You didn't kill them 2 kidnappers when you threw that truck at them, Casey?
No, Bethelbert, no. The cops pulled him out of the wreckage in fairly good shape, considering.
They'll be able to walk to the chair.
How about the ransom money? Did the cops find it?
Yeah. Gus, the fat guy, confessed the Walters kidnapping and told where he and Nick had hidden the dough.
Gee, and all because you and Miss Williams did some Christmas shopping. Say, what happened to the little dip, Fingers Fogarty?
Well, in trying to clear himself of the kidnap and murder charge, Ethelbert, Fingers made so many admissions about his own specialty that the cops can keep him in jail until 1999.
Gee, 1999, huh?
Good heavens, Casey, what's that coming in the door?
What on earth?
What do you say, mister? That's the biggest tree I got on the wagon, okay?
Yeah, uh-huh. Yeah, now that's what I call a real Christmas tree.
Ethelbert, what are you going to do with such a big tree?
Well, you couldn't get a little tree in that big room.
Crime Photographer, starring Stotts Cotsworth as Casey, is brought to you each Thursday at this time by the Anchor Hocking Glass Corporation, makers of Fire King Oven Glass. Anchor glass containers, Anchor caps and closures. All products of the Anchor Hocking Glass Corporation. A great name in glass. Crime Photographer, directed by John Dietz, is written by Alonzo Dean Cole and is based on the fictional character of Casey, created by George Harmon Cox. The original music is by Archie Blyer, and the program features Miss Leslie Woods as Anne and John Gibson as Ethelbert. Herman Chittison is the Blue Note pianist. Thursday night on CBS is the biggest show in town, so stay tuned for exciting dramatizations on Reader's Digest Radio Edition, which follows immediately over most of these stations. Now, for our sponsor, the Anchor Hocking Glass Corporation, and all of us on the show, this is Tony Marvin wishing every one of you a joyful and happy holiday at this Christmas time. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.